Good evening. Welcome to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. I'm Jamie O'Hara, alongside me, Jason Cundy. Heartbreak. We're crestfallen here, guys. Crestfallen. England out of the World Cup against Argentina. Go 1-0 up. And Thomas Tuchel made one of the worst managerial decisions I've ever seen, ever, from a manager. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. Same old England. Same old England. Have your say on it, guys. It's going to be a long night. We know it. It's going to be a rough one. Unbelievable. 03717223344. Jace.
Right.
Mate. I can't believe what I've just...
Same England, different manager, I'm afraid. And we'll go through it. Wow. I mean, talk about literally not just throw it away, but hand the initiative and then throw it away. I mean, the best side won. Can't argue with the result. Can't argue. We weren't. They were better than us over the 90 minutes. To go out the way that we did again, and it's cowardly. It's cowardly. That is defend. And I understand, because for periods of games, sometimes you have to sit deep and defend what you got, and that's not being cowardice. But if that's who you hang your hat on, and that's who we're going to be, and you allow the team to gain in confidence and gain in momentum, and then they create as many chances. I mean, the amount of red flags that were there before they scored.
It was unbelievable.
You know, Pickford pulled off 2 or 3 brilliant saves, but the red flags are there, and Tuchel, for some unknown reason, only known to him, and hopefully we'll find out a phase there, why he didn't make a change to change the core. Managers, that manager got so many jobs, right? But the biggest job that I think manager got is changing the course of a game when it's not going your way, and you haven't got to be losing that game. But we were against the 8 ball, and they were knocking on the door. We're
1-0 up, Jace.
Yeah, but knocking on the door, and he for some reason
we bottled it.
We couldn't get out.
Bottled it.
And I need to know why he didn't feel the need to get legs on the pitch. He's put Bellingham on the left, and he was filling holes, filling gaps. And I wonder whether he went back, muscle memory, whether he's gone back to what happened against Mexico, where we dealt with 5 at the back and they threw things at... But this ain't Mexico.
There's 20 minutes left.
It's
20 minutes of normal time, Jace.
It's more than that.
And we had a man sent off against Mexico. You could almost accept it.
I know.
You're playing against Argentina.
Yeah.
You can't sit off for 25 minutes against Argentina. No. He absolutely bottled it. Thomas Tuchel's cost us the World Cup. He cost us the World Cup. We're 1-0 up. Played well first half. All right, cagey affair. We go 1-0 up. Be brave. Be brave, Thomas. This is what we brought you in for. We brought you in for this moment. We got rid of Southgate because he bottled it, because he weren't brave. We brought you in for now to make that decision. We're 1-0 up in a World Cup semi-final. Bring on Rashford. Bring on Saka. And if they score, they score. But at least we're going to go down fighting. At least we're going to go down with some pride. We fell out of the World Cup in disgrace because of him. Because of him. And we brought him in for this job. This is what we brought him in for, to get us over this line. And it's the same old England. Same old crap. Same old guff that I have to watch every tournament that we're in. And it's the manager's tucked us up again. Tucked us up. We're dead on our feet. Got Morgan Rogers playing right wing. Jude Bellingham on the left. Brings on Nico O'Reilly. We can't get out. Harry Kane's done nothing. He's dead. Nothing. Got nothing left.
I don't.
I can't believe it, Jace.
Well, no.
Jace, I can't believe it.
No,
it's a disgrace. He should be sacked. Get him out. Gone.
I totally agree. I can't believe that we've moved on from Southgate, and it was, if you look back over how we've limped out of World Cup or Euros, whatever, it was literally rinse and repeat. It's the same reasons. It was cowardice. That to me tells me. And if I was in that team, right, and you and I are watching it, and they were dead on their feet, and you go to a 5 at the back, right, and I understand why he's done it. I get why he's done it. But you need legs to get out. Yeah. There has to be two-pronged approach. You need, fine, you want to defend deep, you want to have bodies in the box. I get that. But you need legs.
Still, you need pace.
You've got to get out. And we couldn't get out. And then to bring on, and the goals we conceded when you got 5 at the back, especially the winner.
Oh, mate.
I mean,
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, but
Jace.
come on.
Jace, it's coming. I get it.
Jace,
it's coming.
But if you're going to do that, you can't concede that goal.
It's an onslaught, mate. It was an onslaught for 20 minutes.
The second goal, if you're going to go 5 at the back, you can't concede a header in the 6-yard box. No,
Jace, we can't get out.
No, you're right, but balls in the box.
We've got to go over to Faker Others. She is with Dan Burn.
Dan, commiserations. Absolutely gutting to go out like that. What's your overriding feeling right now?
Yeah, gutted. Absolutely gutted. We were too passive after the goal, which I think is cost in the end. I think we've normally been pretty comfortable soaking up pressure and dealing with it, but we conceded too many crosses and there was too much space in the box. So yeah, very disappointed. I think I'm very proud of the lads and what we've done and achieved in this tournament, but yeah, I really thought that we could do it, so I think that'll haunt me for a while, that one.
What's just been said in the dressing room there? How is everyone?
I don't really think you can say much, to be honest. I think everyone's upset, obviously disappointed. I think when you get that close to a World Cup final and then it goes that quickly, it's shock, if anything. So yeah, disappointed.
Yeah, to go 1-0 up and then, as you say, it felt as if we were sitting really deeply. What was the reason for that?
Yeah, I think it's human nature, I think, a little bit as well, when you're defending the lead and you know that you've been however many years from making a World Cup final. I think it is only natural. They put a lot of pressure on you. I thought we nailed the game plan pretty well. Obviously delighted when we scored, but yeah, just didn't defend the box well enough compared to what we had done in other games. So I think that hurts.
You were playing up front as well in the last 10 minutes or so. What was the instruction from Thomas Tuchel when you went on?
Yeah, I think I'd been brought for a reason, and if we needed a goal, it was getting so desperate where we just needed something to drop for it. Probably didn't work as well as we would have liked if Argentina defended well, but yeah, good.
Just one final question. What do England need to do to take this final step?
Yeah, it's hard to answer that right now. I think if we had that answer, then we would have played in a lot of finals. I think when you get that close to it and don't come up with it, it's hard to take. I think it's something that's going to take a while to work out why we didn't do that and why we can't sort of seem to get over that final hurdle.
Thanks for coming out, Dan.
Nice one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dan Burn there with Faker Others. We'll be getting more interviews as the night progresses. Let's go to some calls. Joe has phoned us. All right, Joe?
Hey, Joe.
Oh, how you doing? All right?
No, if you want the honest answer, Joe.
No, I'm not. I'll be honest. First of all, I want to say that it's not the same old England. Every one of them players have put their heart and soul in this tournament, yeah? They've had a lot of hard games, and they've come through and done everything they can. And I just think this last match has been completely mismanaged. For the last 25 minutes of that game, I was thinking, where's the pace? Where's the players to come on to hit on the counter-attack? Yeah. There's no one closing down on the edge of the box. And then look at how much time and space Fernandes had for that shot. Come on, mate.
They couldn't get out because they were shattered.
I think them players have been mugged off.
Listen, their equaliser, if you look, I can't remember who come out, but they were shattered.
Bellingham.
And it was a short. You can't keep defending. The sends a message. When you go 5 at the back, it sends a message to everyone.
Yep.
Not just the back 5.
Shouldn't have gone 5 at the back.
Okay, fine.
5 at the back.
Fine.
Should have just brought on a few fresh legs, Rashford, Saka, bit of pressure on.
I know.
They could have sat on the edge of the box, pushing down the players. So
but you're defending a set piece. You expect the ball to come to the box.
I feel like the manager has mugged them players off.
Yeah,
That's how I feel.
This is on Tuchel. This is
all on Tuchel.
This is on Tuchel. I totally agree. But when you go to 5 at the back, you might, I don't know. I've been in situations playing 5 at the back. Hold on one second. Let me ask Jamie.
I agree with you.
Because when you go to 5 at the back, what does it tell you as a midfielder? What does that tell you?
Well, it says they're retreating, so I'm going to have loads of time on the ball, and I can just start dictating the tempo of the game.
Okay. But your message is, as a unit, we're different.
Yeah, we just go forward, string forward. It's the worst message to give. It is the worst message to give. And I get it. If it was the 82nd minute, I'll go, you know what, big Dan Burn, come on, and let's try and see it out. And if we concede, all right, 1-1, we go extra time, we make a change. 25 minutes left.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's 25 minutes. You're
showing
playing
your hand
against
too early.
Argentina,
Showing your hand
and you've
too
just
early.
gone, here, there you go.
I'm
Go
so
on, just attack
disappointed.
us. Attack v defence.
Do you know what, Jay? I can't believe I'm having this conversation about Tuchel. I cannot believe I'm having this conversation.
Sack him.
It's just rinse and repeat as England, and I don't know whether he looked back on that Mexico game and got drawn into how comfortable he felt. No, Jay, I'm not giving you an answer. I'm trying to find a reason. I'm trying to get into his head. I don't know the answer, Jay. Any more than you? Don't, Jay. I'm trying to find a reason.
But why put Bellingham on the left?
Jay, I don't know.
Why not bring Rashford on?
I don't know.
Why not bring Saka on?
I don't know.
What was he thinking?
I don't know.
What's he thinking?
I'm trying to get into Tuchel's head because the lads were dead on their feet. And if you're going to go to 5 at the back, which I kind of understand in one way, I do. But what you need to do is help help the back 5, because if they can't get out, you literally are on the edge of your box, and you can't defend all the time like that. You need pressure on the ball. You need players to get out, and also you need an out ball. We had no out ball. Nothing. But I can't believe you said
that's coaching 101. That's literally coaching. We are sat there, 2 donuts, all right, in the Redwood. 2 people that sit on here, all right? We ain't coaches. We know football. He's the top level England manager, and the whole nation can see that we were camped in, and everyone's screaming, "Make a sub, give us an out."
I don't get it, Jay. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand how he couldn't see what we were seeing, and the goal that we can see, the equaliser, really kind of summed up, because when you labour out on the edge of the box, and it's a good strike from Fernandes, ain't brilliant, but he's got his strike away. You need pressure on the ball, and you need to help the back 5. Honestly, I can't wait to hear what Tuchel's going to say.
Well,
I can't wait to hear what he's going to say about his non-decision. His decisions were cowardice.
All right, well, keep your calls coming in. Loads to go at. You're listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the Big App.
I was convinced by the hype train of France and Spain, as you've said, sorry to steal it from you, have suffocated them for 9 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And look, I don't think that you need to either apologise or acknowledge that you got it wrong. I am the very definition of a broken clock being right twice a day. I thought Spain were going to win. I know how brilliant they are, and it's that control that they put into a game. It's that control. They don't let you breathe. They don't allow you any sort of momentum, and you can't get the ball off them. Like, if you think about England, like, the reason why I was so convinced Spain were going to win is because I was looking at this final, and I was looking at it perhaps prematurely through the lens of who I want England to play.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, who are England more likely to beat? And I was convinced that we're more likely to beat France. I'd kind of concede that we'd be underdogs against Spain or France. But I think our game would be more suited to beating France.
See, I disagree. I'd have rather played Spain, and maybe I've been hoodwinked by the fact that they drew against Cape Verde in the opening game. That they had Saudi Arabia, they're obviously going to beat them. They beat 10-man Uruguay 1-0. Uruguay stunk the place out. Marcelo Bielsa's destroyed and ruined his legacy.
Do you not just go back immediately to what happened in Berlin? When they were just too good for us.
Because I look at it and I think, this is the FA. I bet the FA are rubbing their hands at the prospect of potentially, we're not jinxing it, potentially playing Spain in a final, because it would vindicate their decision to hire Thomas Tuchel. There was lots of controversy about having a German in the seat, and I think he's got what it takes. He's got what Southgate didn't. Southgate's done amazing things. I believe we're standing on the shoulders of a giant in Southgate, what he did for England. But I think Tuchel's got the tactical nous and that edge and that aggression and that fight to get one over someone like Spain. Whereas I thought France were going to be too much. But maybe I'm wrong.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy is alongside me. England are out. We are crestfallen. So many things to talk about. Unbelievable decisions from Thomas Tuchel. We'll go straight to calls. Go to Lee. All right, Lee?
How are we doing, lads? You all right?
Well,
No.
I'm devastated, mate.
No.
Devo.
No.
What'd you make of it?
What can you say? But what can you say, lads? Really, honestly, what can you honestly say after that?
I'm
Same
disgusted.
old, same old.
I'm disgusted.
Same old, same old.
It's like going. Well, it's just like going back 5 years. I feel like I've just watched us lose to Italy
It does feel
at Wembley.
similar.
It's exactly.
It does. It feels worse but similar. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
What's he thinking, Lee?
It's like having,
What's he thinking?
mate. I have actually, honestly, up until we scored, I thought we was in the game. No problem. Even the ball we scored from Harry Kane, he's dropped in deep, over the top, onto Rogers straight over to Gordon. Goal, bang, there we go. And that's how we should have kept on playing. But then we've just retreated back. We've even got to the water break, still at 1-0 up. Then what he should have done, what we've always asked him to do, instead of what Southgate was doing, was be proactive and not reactive. He should have then taken Kane off, who was on his last legs. He should have took the wingers off with Saka and Watkins, and then all we had to do then was get the ball in midfield and just launch it up for them to run onto it.
See, the hydration break, Jay and I were saying that once we got to that stage, we had this conversation, didn't we? Saying the hydration, he'll make changes now because
That's what he's done the whole time. He's done that the whole tournament.
And he sat, and then he's gone. And then he's reverted to England. I don't know whether it's like Englanditis. I don't know if it's a disease. Is it Englanditis?
Well, the thing is, lads, the signs was coming. They had 3 or 4 chances even before.
Oh, the red flags were there. The red flags that were there.
In the world
No, Lee, I get that. But be brave. Be brave.
Yeah, that's what I mean, lad. That's what I mean. Be brave.
You know, like, give us an out. He killed the players.
Cowardice. I'm sorry.
Thomas Tuchel, he killed him.
He killed the
sorry.
players. I love Thomas Tuchel, right? And I've seen him win the Champions League with Chelsea. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's gone inside his head, but he has absolutely bottled this one. He has, for some reason, decided to fall back and defend. You can't give Argentina, the world champions, a side that have come back from the dead twice in this 3 times this competition, to find a way to win a game late on. And when you invite pressure will come. And you've got no outball. We had no outball. There was no legs.
Yeah, the thing is out, Jason. We kept Messi, I think, relatively quiet up until then.
Played absolutely fantastic.
We was that far back. We let Messi back into the game.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I know. But the thing is, right? This is what I don't understand, and I can't believe that someone at the highest level doesn't understand this as well. You can defend from the front. You can defend with the ball high up the pitch. You don't have to retreat to your box.
Exactly.
Give yourself an out.
Exactly.
Get runners running the ball that way. Ivan Toney, whatever. Give us an out ball. Second ball.
No. They have the players on the bench. Saka, Rashford. They're the two. Saka and Rashford. They're the two. Because fresh legs and creativity.
The thing is as well for me, lads, I think the problem is We did it against Mexico, which was fair enough. It was down to 10 men. But I think we got wrapped up all... It was a great result against Mexico, but everyone got wrapped up with the Aztec and the humidity. But let's be honest, Mexico ain't Argentina. And you cannot sit there for 25 You cannot sit there for 25 minutes defending like that.
No. We sat there...
To be fair, I'd have him gone tomorrow.
I know.
Hey,
Do you know what, right? I am absolutely devastated that we found ourselves in a position and we had a manager that I believed could manage this situation and find a way to deal with what's in front of us. We've gone back 6 years. We've gone back. It was Croatia. It was Italy. I'm watching the same game. I'm waiting. You're literally waiting. And
Jason,
it's coming.
How can
it's coming.
How can the nation
It's coming.
of normal people sit there and all think the same thing? And Thomas Tuchel and his coaching staff are not looking at that game going, right, we have got to get some legs on the pitch. We have got to get some people up the pitch. We've got to make a change. How, at the highest level,
I don't know,
can we throw that game away because of a managerial decision?
I don't know. And the only change he made was when we were 2-1 down, and then the game has then changed in their
Put
favour.
on Nick O'Reilly left midfield. Nick O'Reilly left midfield. What is going on?
I don't know.
What was he expecting? What was he thinking?
The change had to come if he's going to bring Dan Burn on, right? Because they're putting balls in the box, fine. Then you've got to counteract that. You've then got to go right. And I'm looking at our subs and the minutes we've made them, right? You know, we made the first. What minute we made the first sub?
78th?
72, right? 72. So we had the first sub. It's Consa.
Jeez.
Right?
Consa for Gordon.
For Gordon, right?
In the 72nd minute.
72nd minute. The next two subs he's made is O'Reilly and Dan Burn for Reece James and Declan Rice. 82. And that tells you all you need to know about the mindset of the team. I think what you've then got to do, and there's only so many subs you've got. I think you then need to have a little bit of pace up top. You've then got to find a way. Right. But we couldn't get out. And you're asking Bellingham, Kane, asking them to... They were dead on their feet.
Yeah, of course
because you can't sit that deep.
And then get out the pitch.
The hardest game, you'll know, the hardest game is without the ball, right? Without the ball, the work you do, the running you do, and sometimes you chase balls you know you're not going to get, and you chase it, and you're only chasing it to stop a pass, and you know you stop a pass, and it's going to go into, and you've got to get back in. That's what we were doing. I cannot wait to hear what Tuchel's got to say about why he has not brought legs on to counteract what they were doing. We're 1-0 up. We've got the game not in a hand, but the game is there to go and win it and go and take the game to them.
Yeah.
Because they've got to come on to us. That's
I would have rather a basketball match. I would have rather a basketball match.
I'm done.
Right?
I'm done.
That's what.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this. Tuchel, he bottled it. And the subs he's made, I'm sorry, it's cowardice. It really is. It is literally, we have got better players than we just to sit there and stick Dan Burn on, who's done brilliantly, by the way. But he can't defend against Argentina. The flags are up. You think about some of the saves that Pickford's made, right? I thought there was a couple of goals they were in. He pulled a great save. Red flags. The goal's coming. Counter. Do something to change that momentum.
He set the mentality when he made that decision in the 72nd minute to bring on Consa for Anthony Gordon. Yeah, so he told Argentina and he told his team, we're camping in. Yeah. We made that decision. Yeah. So after that,
gives them.
After that, you can't bring on Rashford. You can't bring on Saka.
Well, you can, but he didn't
because he's already made the decision to bottle it and to be a coward. Coward. Get rid of him. Get him gone. Right, we're going to take loads of calls right up until 1 a.m. You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent a Car. Here for it. Book now, enterprise.co.uk.
wow. Performance of the tournament. France absolutely didn't do anything.
Out with a
Had a
whimper.
nightmare performance. Yeah, whimper without no fight. But Spain, wow. That was watching Pep Guardiola's Barcelona, that was. The way they were popping that ball past France to death. France couldn't handle the passing style of Spain. They weren't pressing as a team. You saw a team there in Spain, and you saw France with superstars that all had a nightmare of a game. And very poor performance from France. I'm sure they're going to be getting a lot of stick. Luckily, we got Emmanuel Petit on at the end of the show, and he's going to be thinking to himself, didn't see that coming.
I couldn't stop thinking about Manu last night.
Yeah,
I thought, oh my. Even the show yesterday, I felt that we had such a build-up in favour of France. Have we completely underestimated Spain?
We've underestimated them, but rightly so in the sense of their performances in this tournament. You know, they haven't performed to the level they did last night. Sometimes we talk at start of tournaments that it's not about how you start a tournament, it's how you end them. And Spain have proved that. Drawing 0-0 to Cape Verde, and some of their performances haven't been exciting. Even the win over Portugal wasn't their greatest performance.
Yeah.
But they've kept their best form for the semi-finals, so it's going to be a scary final, whoever plays Spain. Because the way Rodri and Fabian Ruiz controlled that game, Cucurella looked like the best left-back in the world last night. The way he kept Elise quiet, that was a shadow of Elise we've seen this whole tournament. Dembele, Mbappe, Barcola, Doué, they had nothing for an organised Spanish side.
Really, I was in shock.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of us just couldn't believe what and we shouldn't be, because it's Spain. They're the current European champions.
Yeah, good evening. You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. I'm Jamie O'Hara. Jason Cundy's alongside me. Heartbreak for England. We go out the World Cup semi-final against Argentina. 2 late goals. Went 1-0 up. Thomas Tuchel bottled it. Went defensive in the 72nd minute. Is it the worst managerial decision you've ever seen? You can have your say. Let's go to Ollie. He's a Blackburn Rovers fan. All right, Ollie?
Ollie.
Oh, Cundy. By the way, before we begin, boys, I just want to say, Cundy, that hair transplant is working wonders, my man. It's coming in. I like the progression so far. But anyway, Tuchel, I think we can't place too much blame on Tuchel. Come on, boys. Listen, he's got us this far. Can't compare the guy to Southgate. Listen, no. We can't compare the guy to Southgate.
Yeah, we can.
He's
done
made
exactly
the right
He's done exactly the same.
Every single game up until this game. You deny every single in-game tactical decision was right.
Okay, did he get it wrong tonight?
I'm asking you the question.
No, I'm asking you the question. Did he get it wrong tonight?
Up until the semi-final, right? Did he or did he not get every single
I don't care.
decision?
Gareth Southgate got to semi-finals.
Correct.
Gareth Southgate got to his final. Did he get it wrong tonight? Tactically?
Are you seriously comparing Tuchel in the same caliber as
he's done exactly the same as what Gareth Southgate done.
I'm not having it, bro. You are not putting them two in the same bracket.
I don't care. It's about the decision that he made tonight. He done exactly the same, if not worse.
One substitution.
What do you mean? He brought on Konsa, then he brought on O'Reilly.
He brought on Dan Burn. Yeah. And to be fair, Rodrigo de Paul, he was running the game when he came on, right?
I could run a game. I could run the game. I could run the game when you retreat like that.
Up until the De Paul substitution, we were holding firm. We were playing good. We were
mate,
defensive.
Do me a favour. What are you on about?
Ollie,
what are you on about?
Ollie, did you feel an Argentina goal was coming?
Is this hairline?
Ollie?
Sorry, Val, go on.
Ollie?
Listen.
Get rid of him.
Let's go to Matthew, who's a Liverpool fan. Matthew.
No, all right, Matthew.
Jamie Cundy, all right?
How are you, mate?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not, but I meant in general terms, not about the results. But that last caller there, you can't compare Southgate to Tuchel. No, it's a direct comparison. So the last manager you had was Southgate, and now we've got Tuchel. So this Tuchel is supposed to be progressive manager. Southgate didn't make changes, apparently, and he got us to finals and semi-finals. Tuchel's supposed to be this progressive manager and makes changes at the right time. Well, how was he any different to Southgate? He's failed, hasn't he?
I can't tell you as a Chelsea fan how disappointed I was with his in-game man management tonight. I can't tell you I can't believe he didn't react to what was going on the pitch, and I think he's left the players out there. He's hung them out to dry.
Well, Cundy, I'll just interject there, right? So what you'll get back probably is, it worked against Norway and Mexico, and he defended 11 men behind the ball. But just listen to what you're saying there. Norway and Mexico. What you're inviting on here is, right, we're going to stick 11 men behind the ball against Argentina. Now, players and coaches will tell you every day in training they'll do defence versus attack every day in training. So you're inviting Messi and Alvarez to come on and attack, something they practice every day in training. It's all right against Norway and Mexico. So as players, you two are ex-pros, why is he telling them to do that, and why are the players just going, well,
the players had no other option. They had no other option but to retreat.
Why can't they ignore the instruction?
No, but the player, they didn't have the attributes on the pitch. We didn't have any legs. We didn't have an out ball. So the players couldn't get out. When we won the ball back, all we could do was kick it back to Argentina. Kane was dead on his feet. Jude Bellingham was on the left, and Morgan Rogers was on the right. There wasn't an out.
Jamie, isn't that because the manager went 1-0 up, such a slender lead, and he went, right, let's defend everything from now here on in?
Well, of course. But you're asking me why can't the players do something about it? They physically can't.
Sorry, Matthew. What's your question?
It all has to go on the coach then, doesn't it?
Sorry, what's your question here, Matthew?
So my question is, we should have continued to play the way we were playing, because I think it was a coin toss. I know we went a goal up, but I still think it was a coin toss. As soon as we went a goal up, slender lead, he did the same as Capello. McLaren and Sven and all the other managers. Let's try and protect this slender lead. So as a coach, I think it was his fault by putting the formation tactics in place, okay? Right. But then I'm thinking, can the players ignore that and go and attack it? So
what are you talking about? When you've got a 5 at the back, the shape change will tell you about how you're set up. What do you mean ignore it? Was it what? Okay, as a player, who's going to ignore what? What are you ignoring?
So Tuchel has obviously gone, let's defend this slender, horrible lead of 1-0, right? Players like a Rice, a Bellingham, a Harry Kane, they've not got the authority to say, right, let's sack this off, let's just continue the way we're playing. And
I'll tell you why, twofold, right? One, physically, you can't do that. You saw they were dead in their feet, right? Tuchel has seen that. He's watched the game. He sees the players are dead in their feet. So he's now retreated. He's now decided, I'm now going to defend what I've got. I've got 5 at the back. Okay. And if that's all well and good. But what you've got to do at some stage, with 20 minutes plus of the game to go, you need to get out. You can't, as a back 5, sit there because the ball's going to come back. Who's going to break rank? Who's going to break rank? Tell me who's breaking rank.
No. So I'm just going to interject here, Cundy, right? So what you're saying there is he's seen them all dead on the legs, they can't get out and all that. Okay, so I agree with what you're saying there. The manager's what? So how is he any different to any manager we've had prior? He was supposed to be his progressive coach. Isn't he supposed to make the correct changes?
Well, that's the question we're asking.
That's the question we're all asking.
That's it.
We're waiting to hear from him.
For me, this is as much on the... Tuchel has got to hold his hands up on this one. He has got this wrong. Because you can't
I think so.
Well, we're all agreeing that Tuchel did. For some reason, Tuchel has gone with 20 plus minutes to go, decide to sit deep, and then you go to a back 5. It sends a message to the players in England in a white shirt, and 2 players in a blue shirt. When you see them sit deep, and the wide areas now become a bit more, the wide areas become more available in front of the fullback, because we were a back 5. This was not a 3-5-2.
Yeah.
This was a 5.
Cundy, can you confirm, right? So in training, let's say the 3 days prior to playing England, Argentina would be doing drills.
Yeah. Matt, you said that before. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go to Daniel. Daniel.
Danny boy.
Daniel.
Daniel.
Gone. Right. Dan. Rob, Ipswich. All right, Rob.
Rob.
Hey. How you doing?
How are you, Rob?
I'm not bad. A little bummed out with what happened. It's all on Tuchel. I can't believe it. 73 minutes, you're going to park the bus against the defending world champions. I don't get it.
Unbelievable.
Makes no sense.
No, it really doesn't.
No, can I just counteract that? Can I counteract that? Playing 5 at the back, fine. But what you can't do, you can't expect the 5 in front to continue to work and run and chase when they're dead. If you're going to do that, give us an outball. So you want to play 5 at the back, fine. But you need legs. You need to get up the pitch. And that back 5 needs to go from the edge of their box to the halfway line. So it's not just the 5 at the back. It's the fact that he didn't recognise the lads in front who are dead. Bellingham couldn't press. Kane couldn't press.
We just got one up and he surrendered. I've never seen anything quite like it before. You finally get the momentum, and you just say, "Hey," you hand it right back to him. Here, come attack us. Yeah. It's not. You know, we're not going to win anything like that.
Come and attack us, but you need an outball.
Come and attack us.
And we had
But when we bring it back,
yes,
we're going to hit you on the counter. We're going to have Rashford or Saka.
That did not exist.
And you're absolutely right. If you're going to go 5 at the back, that's fine. It really is. But when you play football, and we've all camped in before, right? And that's fine. But when you win it back, you go, "Where's my outball?"
There was no outball, Jay.
Where's my outball?
Jay,
I know if I'm going to be getting pressure. I know when the ball drops to me, I've got an out. Rashford, Saka. Yep. I'll go long, 70 yards up there. But I know he's going to go and chase it, and he's going to get something. He might win a foul, or we go long to Irvin Toney. Anything. But the problem we had was we won a few headers. The ball's dropping, and all we're doing is kicking it straight back to them because no one else could get out. And in the end, they go, right, we're just camping then. You can't do that against Argentina. No. You can't do that against Argentina.
Not at the 73rd minute.
It was embarrassing.
Sorry. You at least got 30 minutes left to go.
30 minutes we had. We had a half hour left, 72 minutes.
So long, mate.
You invite Messi's Argentina.
You can make that decision, right? You can make that decision, right? In the 82nd minute. You make that decision, you go, right, Dan Burn, Konsa, bring you on. The first sub that you make cannot be Konsa for Gordon. It cannot be. No. And if you are going to make that decision, you've then got to go, right, I'm going to bring Gordon off. I'm going to put Konsa at right back, but I'm also going to take off Bellingham and Morgan Rogers and give us some pace to get out. Like that is, it's almost, it's unbelievable. It's criminal that you can't see that as a national manager.
Is this not what Southgate was fired for?
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
It's Englanditis. We've got Englanditis. That's the problem. It's Englanditis, and every single manager contracts the disease, and they can't deal with it. I don't understand it. They get into a situation, quarter-final, semi-final, and then they contract Englanditis, and they resort to the same old tactics and make the same mistakes, and it's a disease.
Jason, but the problem you've got, right? The problem is I don't get why we think that we have to retreat.
No, I don't get it either.
Like you watched Spain last night, right? And I know Spain are brilliant on the ball, but they go 1-0 up. They don't retreat.
No, they don't.
They just control the game. Yeah. The manager goes, right, I'm 1-0 up. Yeah. Now I'm going to control it.
I agree.
You got to get the ball off us. Yeah. Keep it, and we're going to be brave. Yeah. We might not try and attack. We might not try and get a second, but what we're going to do is stop you from attacking us.
I agree.
Are we going to dictate the tempo?
Jay,
there was so many options. Right, we have got Faker others with Thomas Tuchel.
Commiserations, first of all, Thomas. What's your reaction to the result and your overriding emotion right now?
Yeah, we're disappointed, of course. That's the only emotion that we feel. It's painful. I felt we played a good game until we scored, strangely enough. Very close game, but we were good, we were free, and we went for it. Went up 1-0. I think we deserved to go up. Like I said, in a tight match, we used our moments, so deservedly 1-0 up, and then we stopped playing football and we stopped defending in the way you need to defend. We were like too passive, not physical enough anymore. Couldn't find any duels, couldn't find any ball position, invited more and more pressure straight away after the goal. Tried to help with a back five to close the gaps and have more width on the field to defend the crosses. Did also not help. We just could not get hold of the ball anymore. They played with total freedom after they conceded, Argentina, so full credit to them. The deliveries were on highest level, and we couldn't stop the crosses and we couldn't stop the runners into the box. So they turned it around, like I said, strangely enough. Within the game, I was hoping also, strangely enough, that after the equalizer, maybe we wake finally up and lose the feeling of we have something to lose, because we didn't have something. It was the middle of the match, but we couldn't get it back and got punished late.
That changing to a back five, if you could have your time again, and look, the benefit of hindsight is a wonderful thing. If we all had that, we'd be, in different positions, wouldn't we? But do you regret making that decision now?
No, I don't regret it. It doesn't help if you regret anything. You take the decision in the moment. Anyway, like the focus on any structure is and in hindsight itself makes no sense, but the structure itself is just a structure. The important thing is that you put it to life and that you stay aggressive. You can defend crosses in a 4-4-2. We didn't. That's why I tried to help with a back five, but it was also again difficult, so we tried in a 5-4-1 to have at least two players, so that was even more deep.
Do you think it maybe sends out a message, though, if you go to five at a back, that you're protecting a lead rather than going on to kill off the game?
Yeah, if you say it like this, it's a beautiful thing to simplify.
I'm not a football coach, though, so I'm simplifying it from a
and this is okay. You can do that, and I took the decision. I take the responsibility, but I will not now go to a hypothetical approach, because no one knows what would have happened if I put three strikers on. So if I put three strikers on and we lose the match, you will ask me the same question if I sent the wrong message. So try to help the team. That's my job. I cannot care about what other people in the end think about it. It's about I take responsibility for this. That's part of the job. It's no problem.
I know. We want to hear your thoughts on it and your thinking process.
Yeah.
What have you said to the players in the dressing room there? Because I mean, what can you say to them in that circumstance?
Not a lot. Nothing. What I say will make it any better. We're disappointed. I said thank you. They gave everything. They were brilliant over every single day in this tournament. We just spoke briefly. I said I would do it again. I tried to help but we were not active enough. We became too passive. Couldn't keep the ball out of our box. Couldn't keep the runners out of our box. So overall. And I said it's the most important thing is first of all to digest it and to take it with respect if you lose. And the second thing is, like always in sports, how you bounce back. And that's what we will work on in the next weeks and months.
Well, that's my final question, actually, and I asked Dan Burn the same thing. What is it that England need to do to take that next step, to bounce back, to get to the final, to win the final?
We need a bit of time to analyze it. I have some ideas and I have an opinion, but it's not now, not after losing a dramatic semi-final. It's not the moment for my thoughts about this. It needs a bit of digestion. It needs a bit of time, and it's just what it is.
Thank you, and commiserations. Thank you, Thomas.
Thomas Tuchel there with fake Haaaaas.
I'm not having some of his answers there.
No.
I'm not having some.
No, I think it's a disgrace.
No, I'm not. I've looked at the subs that were made, and Dan Burn and Nick O'Reilly come on at 82, and they scored 3 minutes later. The substitutions, though, I don't know whether Reece or Rice were struggling. I don't know that, but he was saying we couldn't stop crosses in the box, couldn't stop the runners into the box. When one team has so much possession and you are so up against it, which was the case. You need an outball. You need to go the other way. You made a great point earlier. You defend from the front. You actually have runners that can defend and stop the ball coming forward. And I'm not saying we chase lost causes, but there needs to be a threat going forward. We had no threat. We were literally, you said it when we were doing the SportsPod special, we're sitting ducks, and we were. It literally was, time was going to, the clock, if we got away with it, we're going to get away with it. And we might have got away with it, but we didn't. When we conceded the goal, the red flags were already there. And then when they got the winner, it's like, there you go. It was coming. It was coming.
Listen,
you could see it coming.
If you concede one, right, and you go, and then the game finishes and you go to extra time and then you make a change, I'd almost let him get away with that. But the fact that he made the decision in the 72nd minute just gives so much emphasis on Argentina and their manager, Scaloni, to go,
I totally agree.
oh my God, they've retreated.
I totally agree.
Get Martinez on,
totally
get DePaul on.
Totally agree.
Let's go.
They're camped in.
Yeah, they're camped in.
We're going to see loads of ball in their final third.
And he must have sat there and gone, oh my God, they've retreated in the 72nd minute. A hydration break.
Do you know what I really wonder?
I can't believe, Chase, I can't believe he comes out and he says that, well, I could have put on 3 strikers and,
No, we're not saying that, Jay.
No one's saying that.
No one's saying that.
No one's saying that. Give us something. Yeah. Give us an out.
I'm not saying 3 strikers.
You're the manager of the national football team. Give us a winger. Give us pace. Give us an out ball. Don't go. We're not saying go and put 3 strikers on and go and win 3-0. We're saying give us. You're the manager. Surely you could see, sat there on the side, unless you're rabbit in the headlights, which he obviously was, and he made a decision, and then he thought, oh my God, I don't know how to get out of it.
We went 1-0 up on 55. For the rest of that game, we were second best and we retreated. And we got what we deserved.
It was disgusting.
Got what we deserved.
We did. We got what we deserved. We got what we deserved. To concede in the 92nd minute in a World Cup semi-final after being 1-0 up. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. I'm disgusted at Thomas Tuchel. And he left them players. He hung them out.
Let me ask you this.
Hung them out.
Let me ask you this. I know you've got to go to a break.
No, I haven't.
Okay, fine. What do you think Kane and Bellingham are thinking right now? Right?
Cheers, Gaffer.
Because
cheers. That's what I'll be thinking.
You've asked us to do. It's tough enough against Argentina. We're 1-0 up. Right? The game is in. We're in the ascendancy. We got the goal. Right? It's up to Argentina now to change the game. They need to change the game. What we did, we changed the game in their favour. We then decided we're going to sit with 5. And it wasn't, you can play a 3-5-2, right? But this was a 5 at the back, unashamed 5. But the problem you've got is the space in front of the wing backs.
Right, he put Bellingham on the left. He had Bellingham on the left, mate.
I want to speak to Tuchel privately and say,
I know.
I want to say to him, why you could see we couldn't get out.
His coach is telling him, what is his backroom stuff? What is the geezer who's been coming out giving us guff every 45 minutes? What's he saying to him? Gaff, Thomas.
Can't get out.
We can't get out. We've got to make.
Can't get out.
We have got to get some legs. Rashford, Saka, put a shirt on. We need you out there. Like because what's he thinking?
Because they had to change their game. We didn't have to change our game.
Hold it, Jace. You know what? There's just no two ways about it. There's no. We can sit here.
Jay,
we can discuss.
I agree with
and
you.
we can evaluate. At the end of the day, he absolutely bottled it. He bottled it. He saw the 1-0 up and he thought, "Oh my God!"
He thought Mexico again. He thought we can cling on. We can cling on.
We cling on.
Clear
we cling on.
box.
And we'll get over the line.
Yeah.
And we'll get over the line.
The same Mexico.
Bang,
Argentina.
bang.
Yep.
See you later. Off you pop.
And Argentina have got late goals in them because they're Argentina. They're built with different stuff. We played into their hands. We literally played in their hands. I can't believe I'm having this conversation with you. Honestly,
Jace,
if you'd asked me at 55 minutes, we'd have this conversation. I said you're nuts.
But Jace, I'm standing there with you, right? We're both watching the game, and I said to you, right? What are we doing? Why are we retreating? What's he doing? We've got to change it. We've got to change it. I was saying it for 10 minutes. How can the manager of the national team not see what everyone who's watching the game in a pub can see? I've had a million messages on my phone. Thomas Tuchel, what's he doing? How has he not changed it? How has he not brought on Rashford? How has he not brought on Saka? How can the whole nation see it? And the man who's getting paid by the FA to make that decision.
Or even go, Tony, be a little bit more. Hit Tony. Do something different. We couldn't get out. We were waiting.
If we got beat, right? If we just got overrun and Messi put on a masterclass and we were out of it and we played like Norway again and we got tucked up and I go, you know what? Fair enough. All right, thanks for coming. But we were all right. We were decent. We were solid. Jed Spence against Messi had him in his pocket for large parts of the game. We were comfortable. We were steady. And then we go 1-0 up and you go, right, now, that's the decision. There it is for you, England. You finally got it. Again, you're there. And you make the same decision that we've made every single major tournament.
Yeah, cowards.
And you go,
cowardice.
Why?
I know.
Why, Tuchel?
I know.
Why do that to us?
And I can't have him saying to Faye, we don't deal in hypothetical, whatever he said. The game was there to change it. He had to change it, and he sat there. And the pressure. If I'm Bellingham, if I'm Kane, I'm leaving that pitch going, we had no help from you, Gaffer.
No, I'm slaughtering him after the game. I'm Jude Bellingham. You
gave us nothing.
I'm slaughtering him.
What more can I do? And the reason it's the equaliser. You watch whoever came. Who sat so deep.
Yeah, Bellingham. Right? He can't get out.
Sat so deep, but that's the message. And then Enzo has a touch. It's not even a great strike, a good strike. And you think that goal, that there, a strike from the edge of the box, no one within 10 yards of him. Nah.
Let's go to Scott. He's Arsenal fan. Scott. Scotty. Scott. Right, I'll break. Keep your calls coming in. 03717 22 33
couldn't get anywhere near Spain, could they, in the midfield? Do you think that the manager should have made a change at half-time? Maybe Digne come off for Hernandez and also maybe an extra midfielder come on for an attacker?
Well, the fact that Rabiot left at the halftime because he received straight away, yellow card. He was probably our best player on the pitch for the first 45 minutes. But anyway, you could have changed the entire team, against Spain in the halftime. It would have changed nothing. So I think we looked so nervous, so far away from our level. Tactically and technically, we were so poor. Credit to Spain. They really deserve to win. They play really well. I thought that we were different with what happened, 4 years ago, but it was kind of the same game, and they control everything. We had no inspiration, no creativity, no personality, and it was so sad to watch them because I had the feeling watching the game that it was kind of the same game against Morocco, but...
Do you know what was baffling me, Emmanuel, was whenever you won the ball back, just give the ball away cheaply. Everybody was. No shots on target.
We were so far away from each other,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think tactically we lost the game, but technically as well, we were so poor, But we looked so nervous. So I still don't understand what happened yesterday. There's so many things that we're missing, in that game, and that's why I think we should get over it and still work on it. And but Spain are still our worst enemy, actually, and it was a lesson of football yesterday, to be honest with you.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar and talkSPORT, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners, delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app. Let's just take some calls, mate. Let's go to Matt. He's a United fan. Matt.
All right, boys.
Matty, how you feeling?
Well,
how you feeling?
Well, mate, honestly, I'm just happy that you've got me on. I don't normally ring into things like this, but I've been sat here for an hour and a half. I needed to say something.
Go on.
Right, I'll be honest with you, right? I played football at a decent standard. Yeah, I've actually played against you, Cundy, a long time ago when I was playing for Sheffield United. But what I want to ask is, you boys, the first 45 minutes, were we better than them?
Were we comfortable?
Huh?
We were comfortable.
We went in at 0-0. All they wanted to do was kick us off the park. Yeah?
Yeah.
We come out. I sat in the pub with my mates watching this game. We come out in the second half, 2 minutes in. I looked at my pal. I was like, "What are we doing? Why are we not making them kickers anymore?"
Well, I think they changed their approach though. They come at us a bit more in the second half, and that's why we caught them. And we caught them on the counter.
Yeah, 100%. You guys have played in a game before where you sit back and the game's coming onto you, and somebody at some point in that team has got to take that game by the scruff of the neck.
No, but that's where you need your help from the manager. That is where I've been in that situation so many times. I've been in it. 1-0 up, 20 minutes to go. What do you do?
I've coached, I've managed, you've coached, you've managed, yeah? When you're stood there on the halfway line and your centre forward 75 minutes in is deeper than you are, you've got to do something. You've got to get them up the pitch. I'm not blaming Harry Kane for that. That's not Kane's fault. Kane's coming deep because you're making a substitution, to put 5 at the back and go, all right, Argentina, you got the best player who's ever played the game, let's sit back and let's give him the ball. Let's give him a chance.
You're right. I mean, to go 5 at the back, it's a ballsy move. But when you're playing against the world champions, and they've got Messi. But the thing is,
you do that against Mexico and you get lucky because you're playing against 10. You've got 10 men. Yeah. You do it against Norway, you get lucky because Haaland runs out of legs.
But the thing is, you can't. It's so difficult just as a unit to defend. But it wasn't even a 5-4-1. It was more of a 5-5. There was no.
You don't even need to go 5 at the back because Argentina in the first half had nothing going forward. When we got the ball and put them in their own half,
we chucked this away. By the way,
all they could do was tickers.
That's why it hurts so much.
We chucked this game away.
That's why it hurts.
We chucked it away.
It hurts me. I'm so devastated because we were so much better than them.
Well, listen,
I wouldn't say we were better.
Okay, Jason.
We were the better team.
We weren't a better team.
Listen,
it was in control.
Comfortable is the right word.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Okay, comfortable.
Right?
Okay,
Right, comfortable is the right word. But when you go 1-0 up, they have to react. And the thing is, what the most frustrating part, and I want to hear Tuchel's comments on this, is that when we seized the initiative and get the goal, we then gave the initiative back to them by them retreating.
By scoring, it was the worst thing that happened.
Yeah, we changed our game.
The fact that we scored actually killed us. It killed us.
We played the first 45 minutes on the front foot. Yeah, okay.
Well, first 55. I mean, I know they had a great start, but actually the goal, Kane dropped.
It's an even game, but we played on the front foot.
No, and then we chucked it.
We
chucked it away. Chucked it away.
Matt, listen, thanks for your call. I've got a stat in front of me. After we scored, we went 1-0 up in the 55th minute. After that, we had 12% possession.
Unacceptable.
12%.
Yeah, that is.
After we go 1-0 up.
See, that tells you that kind of reinforces how I feel. That's a stat that kind of makes me feel comfortable that we chucked it. That tells me I'm right. We chucked it. 12%.
Let's go to Alex. He's a Celtic fan. All right, Alex.
There we go.
All right, how you doing, boys?
I'm all right.
Al.
How are you, mate?
Listen, he's must be gutted. I can see I've been watching. He's must be absolutely gutted because, you're watching it, right? I'm watching it, right? I'm watching it, and then what the hell happened there for 70 minutes? I just heard the boy there saying there that I thought he's were the better team. He's nullified.
I think we nullified him. I wouldn't say we were better.
Elliot Anderson, he kept Messi quiet, and he done his job great, right? But they both did. See, when he was drifting in, Elliot Anderson never gave him a sniff. He was on him all the time. And then see when he brought on all these subs, oh my God, travesty, wasn't it? You're bringing three defenders on, right? And they just got a clue what they're doing. And then Messi just goes, I don't know if you've seen it, the heat map, after he's bringing the subs on, Messi just stands out in the right. So I think Anderson, and then they get Nico Riley. See, when Spence tackled him, Nico Riley doesn't want to go and press him, he's like that. And he's gave all the praise and all the respect to Messi, and he's left him out there.
Al, can I ask you a question? You're Scottish, right?
Yeah.
You're an England fan?
No, I'm not.
You're Scottish. So you're a Scotland fan?
Well, I'm a Scotland fan, of course.
Did you want England? Did you want England to go through?
Did I want England to go through? Probably. If I want to say in my heart, probably no. But that's not what's annoyed me. It's not what's annoyed me. The game. That's why I'm not phoning in for that to say, I want England to win or no win. I'm phoning in because I watched the game tonight and it absolutely infuriated me. Absolutely infuriated me. See these, he's got away with Mexico, right, with 10 men. Mexico, Dan Burn won one header, right? And they're like, fling Dan Burn on. And I'm not saying these boys are bad players. That's what I'm not saying.
Is it a little bit embarrassing that we're going big? I love Dan Burn, but is it a little bit embarrassing that we're in the World Cup semi-final, we're cheering like a goal that Dan Burn's coming on?
No, do you know what? Right, there needs to be something that can counteract that. So bring Dan Burn on. But Dan Burn can't head it or win it or do whatever he's going to do, right? And the ball comes back with interest. That's no point. You're counteract. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, Cundy. It's not my point. Like my point is like you're bringing these three players on, right? But like you're praising for like the past, like the Mexico game, whatever. But Mexico had like 2-3 chances to equalise. Yeah. So like, see when you look down at it, you're like, it never worked.
There were red flags, right? There were red flags before they scored, and we didn't react to them. Pickford pulled off one great save down to his right, another save, and where they should have scored. I can't remember it. Was.
Alex, listen, mate. I'm going to move on. I'm going to go to Mark. He's a Spurs fan. Mark.
Okay.
How are you, Mark? How you feeling?
Yeah. I don't know, mate. I think it's a really odd one. I think the quality of players we have, be that naive to go into a
Mark, your line's no good. Come back to us. Phone us back. It's no good. Let's go to Kieran. He's a Newcastle fan. Kieran.
Hello, you all right?
All right, Kier.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm just, it's horrible, mate. It's absolutely horrible. I mean, I can't for the life of me understand why Tuchel's not turned around and saying that we've got Ollie Watkins, we've got Saka on the bench, and no one's talking about Eze. Do you know what I mean? We've got all this pace. Rodgers is completely dead. Harry Kane is too slow to break from. If we're going to use 5 at the back, we need pace on.
The more I think about it, right? The more I think about it, Kier, the more I'm amazed at what happened. Like, I can't believe that. Like, throughout the tournament, right? He's made some decent decisions, right? Tuchel.
His subs have been good.
His subs have been good. You go, winger's not quite happening. Let's change it. We bring on
half time as well. But
yeah, like we bring on Rashford. He made a good decision, or I bring on Gordon, or I bring on Saka. As it happened for Madueke, bring on Saka. All right, yeah. All right, I'll drop Bellingham back. I'll put Morgan Rogers on in midfield, and you go, yeah, all right, yeah, I like that. And then tonight it was like, what? It's like he just completely forgot what had got him to this point, making positive 100%. Changes, and the fact that he left Morgan Rogers on, he put Bellingham on the left, and then the next decision he made was Dan Burn and Nico O'Reilly. Like, what?
I know.
Like, what?
You've
got Saka there. You've got Rashford there. You've got Watkins. You've got Tony. You had so many other options that would have benefited the team at that moment.
But all the moves were so negative. All it's going to do, as if I was on that pitch, if I'm Kane or Bellingham, right, or if I'm on that pitch, I'm thinking we are now defending our lead because the subs will tell you that, right? There's a message sent, but also the message is sent to Argentina, and they see the subs and they look at the shape change, and all that's doing is going, right, we're back in this, and we're back in it only because of the changes you've made. Yeah. We're going to see 100%. More of the ball, more possession, more territory, more balls in the box, and it absolutely killed us.
We had 12% possession since they scored. We had 12%.
I'm sorry, that stat is absolutely disgusting. I'm not having that stat. I know it's real. That tells you all you need to know about Tuchel. That is absolutely appalling. We rolled over. We rolled over.
Yeah, we did.
What they want to us.
Yeah, we bottled it. We bottled it.
Yeah, we chucked
it. But the manager bottled it.
Chucked it.
That's the problem. Listen, if he made positive changes, right? If he brings on Rashford for Gordon, right? Or he brings on Saka for Morgan Rogers, and we come under pressure and they get a goal, and you go, all right, you know what? Fair enough. Argentina deserved it, but it just feels like a real bitter taste in my mouth.
We chucked it, Jay. We threw it away.
Our manager threw it away.
He threw it away. We went 1-0 up and then threw it away.
And I can accept getting beat if Messi bends one in the top corner or he puts one on a button and they come out and they're better than us. I can accept that. But the way that we lost the game it's almost in disgrace. It's almost like what on earth is that? I can't watch that again. That is the reason why Thomas Tuchel was given the job. Was to stop us doing that.
This moment was the reason he was brought in.
Messi in his back pocket.
Spence was outrageously good.
I know.
Didn't give him a sniff. And then what? And then we moved him out.
Spence has been asked to do a different job, and now you're saying to him, and because we're 5 at the back, now he's got a different role, and he can't keep going down. He puts so much everything. But the lads in the midfield, I can only imagine that you watch the goal that Enzo Fernandez scores. You watch how it's created. You watch how slow and, can't get anyone there. Why are we all so deep? Why is everyone so deep?
Just knackered. And all the pace.
No, but you can have someone 10 yards higher up the...
Agreed.
So we chuck.
Kieran, listen, mate, thanks for your call. We're taking calls until 1 a.m. tonight. Loads to get through. You're listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now, enterprise.co.uk.
When we have a 4-2-4 system, a players like Olmo, if you look at him, he's always between two lines. Yep. This player, you saw it in the game with Belgium, you saw it in the game with Portugal. He is exactly the kind of, I would say, a virus who is entering in the blood of the opponents, and he killed us. He was one of the players perfectly suited to kill us.
Yeah. Can I just ask your thoughts on Mbappe last night as well? I mean, did he let himself down, Eric? I know he's a big player, he's a big personality, but even walking off last night, not shaking anybody's hands, I mean, how does that look?
It looks like the real Mbappe is back. There is two Mbappe, the one who is having a mission and the one who can be positive and working and sharing and being the leader of a team. And when he loses his gift, his toy, when the toy is broken, suddenly the teenager who is part of him comes back, the one who is selfish, the one who is a bit aggressive when he gets a yellow card with the goalkeeper, the one who doesn't share hands with opponent, the one who suddenly in the last 20 minutes he knew the game was lost and he played for himself. He made some useless kicks, shots. Sorry. So altogether, we are back with the Mbappe from Paris Saint-Germain, the Mbappe sometimes of Real Madrid, the Mbappe that we
any need for this music? What am I gonna do? Like, really? Is there any need? Like, that's disgusting.
Don't what?
What have I gotta do to make you care?
Sometimes when you know you're in this mood,
what do I do
sad song.
when lightning strikes me? And awake to find that you're not there. What do I do to make you want me?
I can't get my head round 1-0 up, and then
what have I gotta do to be heard?
And hand the initiative, like literally give them a. I know they're a good side. They're Argentina. They've done it before. They're world champions. But to give them like that, I mean, fair play. They latched onto it, but my God, we chucked this game. We chucked it. This is worse. I remember Italy and Croatia. Right? I think this is worse. I think this one we chucked completely. Because the other games, in fact, we chucked them. It just feels worse because it's so relative.
Why can't we talk it over?
Just listen to the bit. Just
Oh, it seems to me that sorry seems to be the hardest word.
It's brutal.
Time now to hear some of your shared takes with Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Let's go to Lee. He's a Nottingham Forest fan. All right, Lee?
Hey, evening, boys. Yeah, well, I'm not great at the minute. Actually, absolutely devastated because I thought we'd had a good tournament and I thought we were coming home until tonight. But I blame Spurs.
What do you mean?
Blame Spurs. They were very Spursy.
Jed Spencer's the best player on the pitch, by the way, and he's a Spurs player. So
yeah, well, the game was 99 minutes, right? And he played very well for about 94.
No, he didn't.
And then in the 94th minute, he turned into the Sugar Plum Fairy, did a pirouette, gave Messi about 12 yards, and let him put an unopposed ball into the box. Unforgivable.
It was Nico O'Reilly. It was Nico O'Reilly who was marking him, by the way. It wasn't Jed Spence.
No, it was Spence. You watch it. Spence. He's just giving it.
Sorry, Lee, listen, right? Listen, I love taking the you-know-why out of Spurs, right? But why have you done this? Why this is we're England, right? Why are you doing this?
You've got to switch on. If you're going to win.
But Lee, listen to me. Why have you brought club football into this?
Well, it's a Spurs player. That's what they do. You know, and it might be acceptable at Spurs. That's why they failed year on year.
Get rid of him.
And I say, I can't even jump on that bandwagon.
Let's go to Jamie. He's a Liverpool fan. James.
How are we doing? Just lighten the mood. Has anybody done Where's England tonight?
No, we don't do that, mate. We don't do that.
You do it, Cundy. You do it all the time.
No, I don't.
And
you don't crap.
Look, I won't drive the knife in.
No, you don't.
Listen.
You don't crap on your own doorstep, mate.
No, you don't. But at the same time, other fans are there to kind of see it.
That's true.
You can do it.
Well, you want to do it?
You can do it.
Tonight, well, I can do it.
Well, go on, you do it then.
Like, but then again,
go on, do it now.
Has anyone seen England? Winston Churchill back in the palace. These men are you ringing tonight? 2 lions. Are you having a laugh? 2 lions. The only time you ever seen a lion was in the zoo. But in all seriousness,
Is that it?
You had a great chance. No, I won't drive the knife in too much. You had a great chance of winning that game tonight. You had a fantastic. Hold on.
Even
after saying that,
Jamie.
After saying that,
Jamie.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Jamie, if you're going to do as anyone's seen, right, you've got to do it justice, right?
Well, do it for me, Cundy.
No,
right. Why would you do it when you're all right? I don't want to kind of drive the knife in.
You've got to give it full gusto.
We did, but you run out of names, mate.
Yeah,
come on. If you're going to do it, you've got to come with a list.
You got come on.
And we'll accept it, right?
Hold on.
And we'll accept it.
Short and sweet.
Because we're a national radio station.
I am indeed.
So we'll take it.
I think it's... Well, you have to take it, but at the same time is other fans from other nations, we don't want to put it into you too hard because throughout the tournament you played well and you fought with heart and you fought with passion. The only thing is, when you played against Mexico, you were down to 10 men. And when you kind of did that back line against Mexico, everybody had to applaud you because you fought with heart. You fought with passion. So it doesn't matter if anybody was against you or anything else.
Are you going to do as anyone's seen, yes or no?
Say again, sir?
Are you going to do as anyone's seen? Are you going to do it or not?
Well, has anybody seen? Yeah.
You do it properly, right?
Do it?
You ready?
We need at least, you need 8 or 9.
Come on.
Otherwise, don't bother.
10. You need 10. You need 10. Right.
Floor's yours, mate.
You need 10. Go for it.
Okay. Has anyone seen England? Marty Thatcher, Winston Churchill, King Charles II and III, Buckingham Palace. Big Ben, are you leaving tonight, Big Ben? 3 lions on your chest. The only time you ever seen a lion was in the zoo. That's how he put it in and smoked Prince all his lifetime. The Lionheart. We've got Keir Charmer. He left on he's again. He left at the right time. Let's tell the truth.
To be fair, that weren't bad.
We've got all your national team. Is that enough?
That weren't bad, mate. I'll give you that. That was all right. Well done.
Well, you know something. Even though saying that, we got to say one thing. Look, obviously you hear the accent, you hear I'm Irish, you hear the Scottish and everything else. Lads, you've had a chance of winning that game tonight. The only thing about why we can't really get behind you and everything else is because you bypassed Argentina before you even played them tonight. And I watched talkSPORT for last week and everything else. There's a certain presenter on there, and Argentina haven't played well against Congo. Argentina haven't played them. Yes, you surely know that you against Argentina is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, well, Thomas Tuchel didn't, did he? Thomas Tuchel didn't.
Well,
James, I'm going to listen. James, you've had your moment. I'm going to squeeze one more on. I'm going to go to Dan. He's a Spurs fan. Dan.
All right, Danny boy.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys are pro ballers. You guys have played the game.
Yeah.
How can my missus tell me that we need to play attacking football on the second half and Tuchel can't do it? What am I witnessing?
Who said that?
My missus has turned round, who doesn't support football.
Is she there?
Doesn't watch football.
Is she there?
She is there.
Can we speak to her? Please.
Of course you can.
Right, let's speak to her because she sounds like the manager, not you. Let's speak to her.
Clearly.
Right, what's her name?
Catherine.
Kath. Right, let's speak to Kath. Kath?
Hello.
All right, Kath.
Yeah.
Kath?
Have you gone underground?
What's happened to Kath?
She's talking. She's talking.
No, we need to hear her.
Hear her. We can't hear her.
Oh, I don't know.
Put her on the phone.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, relax. Is that better now?
Can we hear?
She's not talking.
Can we speak to Catherine?
Can you hear me?
There she is. Okay. Go on, Kath. What do you want to say?
Well, not a lot, really. I don't really know what I'm on about, to be completely honest.
What did you say during the game?
It's pretty obvious. After the 70th minute, they were just begging for a way out. And they weren't having that given to them.
What would you have done, Kath?
Well, I put wingers on, personally.
Who'd you put
on? That's just coming from, well, Saka and Rashford.
I mean, how can Kath, who's has made a better decision than Thomas Tuchel?
That's unbelievable.
Doesn't even like football.
This is what I'm saying, boys.
Doesn't even like football.
Kath likes football.
She doesn't. She doesn't.
Don't care.
She does. She does.
She said put wingers on.
I make her watch
Saka and
football.
Rashford. And we got a manager who's getting paid by the FA, national manager. Can't see that. Kath,
I
sat
make
there
her watch
watching a game with a
football,
fella.
and she turns around to me and says, "Why are we not putting wingers on?"
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kath, what are you doing next couple of years?
Not much, to be honest.
No.
I'm free if you need me.
No, well, I tell you what, if I was you, I'd send an email to the FA.
Well, lads, you two are pro ballers. You played the game. How can a guy that wins the Champions League for Chelsea?
No, well, I don't know, mate.
Listen, how can Kath, who's sat next to you in your living room,
the whole nation could see it. The whole nation.
Kath for England manager.
Apart from the England manager and his assistant manager. The two people that you need
You two
to
boys
see it.
watch it,
Kath and Dan.
and I'm watching it on the screen, and you two are calling it. I'm calling it. She's calling it, and we're still not doing anything.
Kath for England, mate.
And I'm not having any Jed Spence slander. I'm Tottenham. I know I'm Tottenham. I love the guys a bit.
Who does Kath support?
Liverpool.
She's got a bit of pedigree about.
Kath, Dan, listen, thanks for your call. If you've got a share, take your own. You can voice note us. Simply give us a call 0371 722 3344. It's all thanks to Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Keep your calls coming in on the Sports Bar.
look, we've seen some amazing players play for England in my lifetime, but I feel that what Bellingham is doing, even if you compare it to Kane, and Kane is an icon. Kane is one of England's greats as well. But Bellingham feels different.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You think he's the greatest player to ever play for England?
Can we frame this question in a slightly different way?
Go on.
Can we just discount the 66 winners? Like,
Okay.
You can't go
against Bobby Moore.
Yeah. They've won it. They've won it.
Okay,
Like,
but is he the best player you've seen in an England shirt ever?
he's not. He's probably not the best player, but he might be the best England player, the best player for England. Like, look, you could argue that Steven Gerrard was a better player than him. You could argue that Paul Scholes was. You could argue that lots of players were, but none of them did it for England in the way that Bellingham has already. Already, 22 years old. Already, think about what happened in Qatar. Think about what happened in Germany, and this World Cup, he's taken it to a completely different level.
Yeah,
like I think it's amazing. I don't
Rooney?
know Rooney never did it for England quite like Rooney. I was there. Rooney scored 1 goal at a World Cup for England.
Yeah,
like Jamie Carragher wrote a piece in yesterday's Telegraph, and he was talking about Gaza. He was kind of making the comparisons with Gaza. Gaza captured a nation, and all that.
Yeah,
and he obviously did. And you think of his performances in Italian '90 and then Euro '96, but I didn't know this until I read Carragher's article. Gaza didn't score at Italian '90. He didn't score. Bellingham's got 6 in 6. It's different. I don't see how you can say that he's not better than what Gerrard did for England. Gerrard had his moments, remarkable footballer. But Rooney's contribution, Gerrard's contribution, Lampard's contribution, it just can't be bigger than what Bellingham has already done. Do you agree?
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, Gaza was my idol growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I look at what he'd done and how he played. I think Bellingham's better. Yeah, good evening. You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Heartbreak for England. We go out of the World Cup semi-final against Argentina. England went 1-0 up. Tuchel went defensive, got it all wrong. Why did he make that decision? Only he can know. Also, reports from France are emerging tonight. William Saliba is expected to undergo surgery to heal his case of chronic back pain. Arsenal expect the France international centre-back to be out of action for 4 to 5 months. You can have your say tonight. By the way, we are still playing. We got a game on Saturday against France for a third-place playoff. I mean, that game is just the most pointless game ever invented.
It's the most pointless game in world football.
The fact that they've got to play another game, like when both teams are completely in bits.
Yeah.
They're both nations are in bits, and you expect them to go out and play another game.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just ridiculous. Just come home.
Yeah. I totally agree.
No one cares if you finish third in the World Cup. Like, no one cares. Most ridiculous thing ever. Let's go to some calls. We're going to take them till 1 a.m. tonight. There's nothing more to say from me and Chase, to be honest. Let's go to Jack. He's a Newcastle fan. Jack.
Right, Jack.
Hey, guys. Hey.
How you feeling, mate?
Yeah, absolutely gutted, to be fair. The boys are heroes, I reckon.
But sorry. What do you mean heroes?
Yeah, well, they are heroes. Semi-finals of a World Cup that on paper, really, we should be doing better in.
They're not heroes.
Yeah, well, Cundy, I do have to say one thing, though. Has anyone seen Jude Bellingham? Has anyone seen John Barnes' rap? Has anyone seen Harry Kane, David Beckham? Robbie Williams, Sunday Dinners, Oasis, Thomas Tuchel, Anthony Barry, David Patty, the John Barnes rap, muchas gracias, amigos. Honestly, are you boys looking forward to Saturday night's big game?
Jack, do one, mate.
No, he's allowed. He's allowed. Right?
I know he's allowed, but
like, take it.
You've got to take it on the chin. We give it enough, don't we?
We've got to take it, mate.
You do. And Cundy, you gave it to me in, I think it was October or something time. Belgium battered Wales, so yeah, you gave it back to me. So I've waited a long time to ring you back.
It's fine, mate. I've got to take it on the chins, mate.
You have to.
Is that it? Is that your best shot? It's not, you've not even... listen, if you're going to do as anyone's seen, right, you can't speak it. Anyone can speak it. You get a 6-year-old that can do it. Right? You've done that like a 6-year-old.
Oh, no.
No, you did, right? You can give us a 6-year-old, and a 6-year-old can say as anyone, you've got to give it with gusto, you've got to give it with meaning, you've got to give it feeling, and you've got to have a right go. That's, you've basically what you've done there is England's second half. Right?
Yeah. Well, you know how lucky you've had it throughout the tournament, to be fair, haven't you? You come up against one decent side, and you're out immediately.
Is that the best we've got from you? Has anyone seen? Is that your best shot?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's pathetic.
Jack,
I'm happy to take as anyone's seen.
Yeah, all right, Jack.
You can't just phone up and talk it.
Let's go to who else can we get on? Let's go to Dave. Can we get Dave on?
Right, Dave-o.
Dave?
All right, boys, how we doing?
All right, matey.
How you doing, mate? All right, good, mate. Right, first thing I want to say, obviously the boys are not heroes, but I feel like they've given it all through the tournament, like considering the situations, the heat, and so on and so on. And you boys can probably agree, you've got to do what your manager tells you to do on the pitch. Playing the game professionally, if your manager tells you to do a role, do a job on the pitch, you've got to do it. Right? So the boys can only do what the manager's being told to do. So like, for me, I think the boys have done everything they can do. Now, I feel like Tuchel's made mistakes right the way through it, from the start to finish. So, like, for example, taking Jordan Henderson, right? If he was good for the dressing room, why didn't he just take Jordan Henderson as backroom staff, right? Then he ends up playing Jordan Henderson over the likes of Kobe Mainoo. Now, the amount of times that Kobe Mainoo's scored a last-minute winner for United over the years is, he's done it a good couple of times. So, I feel like his decisions right from the start to the end has just been wrong.
You say that though, Dave, right? I get your argument, I do, but the options tonight, the decisions tonight were wrong, right? Jordan Henderson was irrelevant because the decisions tonight were Rashford, Saka, Watkins, Tony. Like, they were there for him. Them decisions were there to be made.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly. And he
you
could have
know,
made them decisions.
he's
but
made, you know, them decisions he's got wrong tonight. And he's going to have to live with them decisions. He has got to face the consequences of them decisions that he's made tonight. Because I don't care what he says. And we've heard him speak to Faker others, right? And he said he'll have no regrets. Let me tell you now, right? He's going to sit there in 24 hours, 48 hours, whenever it is. He'll sit and he'll look back on that game and he'll think, I got that wrong. What was I thinking? Where was my headspace when I made that decision in the 72nd minute?
To be honest, though, mate, I think he'll stand by his decision. I think he's got arrogance behind him.
Everyone stands by their decision. Everyone does. That's a pride thing. It's a pride thing. Of course he is. He's not going to say I got it wrong, is he? He's the manager. You know?
The stat that keeps coming out, right? The stat.
And I agree with you. Exactly, he's not going to do that. You know what I mean? But I feel like from start to finish, though, like certain players, like for example, let's say he took Jordan Henderson in backroom staff, that freed up another spot to take up the likes of Palmer or Foden or someone else.
But that's not why we got knocked out, is it?
I know,
but that's
one down, one.
I know, but that's not. The reason we got knocked out tonight is once we scored the goal, we crapped ourselves.
But yeah, we exactly. And
he crapped it.
Gavin Southgate would have played that style a couple of years ago.
Okay, fine. But 12%, when we took the lead, 12% possession against Argentina, and we go to a back five, tells you all we need to know about how the game went. And Jay's right. Thomas Tuchel in a dark room on his own will have a conversation with himself, and he'll know, looking back at this, and he can come out and say what he needs to say now about, I made the decision, I could say put 3 strikers. No one's asked him put 3 strikers on. What we're asking him, or what we felt should have happened, and I feel there would have been a point in his brain, we can't get out. He saw the same game. We couldn't go out. When you go to a back five, that's one thing, okay? Then you're admitting we've got to defend what we've got. But you can't expect everyone in front of that back five to work and chase and close down and try and get out, because that job is so hard. When you're a back five, you literally sit in. You sit in. But it's the ball in front of you.
Just let him come at him. That's exactly what I mean. He just let him come at him. And to be honest, I didn't know about the stat.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
That was unbelievable. I was listening as he said it. I was like, that was unbevable.
It's unbelievable.
I didn't know about that at all. Unbelievable. But
scary stat.
To be honest,
12%.
The last 25 minutes, 2 negatives the last 25 minutes. Sat back, let them do what they wanted to do. And to be honest, we can't do what Spain can do. The way Spain can close the game out, and that's what he's tried to do. We can't do what Spain can do.
Spain close a game out by keeping the ball.
They do.
Spain will close a game out by dictating the tempo. Rodri is one of the most important players, probably the most important player in any team, because he will dictate the tempo of a game in midfield. Yeah. And the reason that France had no chance against Spain yesterday, all right, they weren't at the races, but it's because they controlled the game.
They didn't sit back.
They didn't sit back. No. They just controlled it. And they weren't even trying. They were trying to score.
We've not learned from our mistakes in the past. Literally, we have fallen back into the same mistake that we've made. We had the initiative. We're on top. Took the lead against Croatia. Took the lead against Italy. Took the lead against Argentina. And we make the same mistake every time. And tonight, for me, we've got a manager, in my opinion, that is better than what we saw. And it's Englanditis. I don't know what it is. It's something about England. I don't believe Thomas Tuchel would do this at any other point in Chelsea in the Champions League. He would have done this. I don't know what it is. I've got no idea. There's something weird with England. I can't get my head around. 12% when we took the lead. 12%. Listen to that stat. 12%. That is... it's like you're playing against a conference team.
Right, Jason, as you as a Chelsea fan, when Tuchel was there as a Chelsea fan, did you see this style of football?
No, we played Man City in the Champions League. We took the lead. We never played like that.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know it because, I mean, obviously, if I
we didn't. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I can't get my head around it. I need 24 hours to digest this because I'm quite emotional at the moment. But I cannot get my head around Thomas Tuchel has morphed into a manager that is stereotypical type of England manager. If you had to do a DNA of a manager, take the lead, sit back, try and defend, bottle it. All of those things he ticked. And we had the initiative, we had the game there. And what he didn't do was go in and say, do you know what? And he'd done it in the past too, because he's made subs. proactive subs. He done the complete opposite. He gave the initiative to Argentina, and he showed the players on the pitch. He sent them a message. See, defend, sit deep.
A few weeks ago, like even Simon Jones was saying about, he makes proactive subs, he makes proactive moves, does all this and everything, right? And then tonight, and obviously the last couple of games, we've just seen negative off him all the time. There's been no proactiveness from him.
When you're down to 10 men, that makes sense. That made sense. I understand that decision. I do not understand on 72 minutes going to back 5. There's still another half hour of the game to go. It's half hour of the game.
It's crazy. It was horrible to watch.
Dave, listen, mate, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. We're going to hear again from England manager Thomas Tuchel after that loss tonight. You're listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Seems to be in the fact that it was kind of a premeditated idea by Gabriel Clark to ask a question in a divisive way. You know him, you've done this job, so what did you make of the interview and what do you make of all the fallout from it?
Well, straight after the interviews, I sent Gabriel a text and I said, a masterclass in the art of post-match interviewing. And I would stand by that now. Gabriel's not a sensationalist. He's not out for headlines. He will look you in the eye and ask a straight question. Having been in that situation, it was a straightforward, it was honest bit of interviewing. It wasn't tricky. And I was thinking about it coming in here. There's been nothing from the England camp.
No drama, is there?
There's been nothing. There's been no fights.
Thrown it away, mate. Thrown it away.
It's same old, I'm afraid. Same old. We seized the initiative in the game. And I'm going back, Croatia, Italy, and now add Argentina to that list. And it's the best team won tonight. I'm not deluded. The best team won, but football isn't like that. The best team doesn't always win. And when you're 1-0 up 55 minutes, right? And Argentina had to change their game. Because actually, first half they were quite passive. They were sitting there. They. I love the way they started. I love that. Right, the Haaaaas was there from minute 1, right? And we dealt with that. We coped with that, and we come in at half time 0-0. And then you take the lead, and it's like, right, you have to change your game. We don't have to change ours. But both things happened. We changed our game to give them a leg up to help the fact that they were going to change their game. That bit I can't get my head around, mate. I can't, I'm going to struggle to deal with that for quite some time.
Yeah, no.
How we allowed them. One, we knew what they were going to do. They were going out. They had to change. They couldn't be as passive as they were. You knew they were going to have to come on to. And then what we did, we then said, right here, we're going to retreat even further. Oh my God, it really is baffling.
Let's listen back to Thomas Tuchel's post-match interview. He spoke to talkSPORT's Faith Carruthers after England's 2-1 loss to Argentina in the World Cup semi-final.
Commiserations, first of all, Thomas. What's your reaction to the result and your overriding emotion right now?
Yeah, we're disappointed, of course. That's the only emotion that we feel. It's painful. I felt we played a good game until we scored, strangely enough. Very close game, but we were good, we were free, and we went for it. Went up 1-0. I think we deserved to go up. Like I said, in a tight match, we used our moments, so deservedly 1-0 up, and then we stopped playing football and we stopped defending in the way you need to defend. We were like too passive, not physical enough anymore. Couldn't find any duels, couldn't find any ball position, invited more and more pressure straight away after the goal. Tried to help with a back five to close the gaps and have more width on the field to defend the crosses. Did also not help. We just could not get hold of the ball anymore. They played with total freedom after they conceded, Argentina, so full credit to them. The deliveries were on highest level, and we couldn't stop the crosses and we couldn't stop the runners into the box. So yeah, so they turned it around, like I said, strangely enough. Within the game, I was hoping also, strangely enough, that after the equalizer maybe we wake finally up and lose the feeling of we have something to lose, because we didn't have something. It was the middle of the match, but we couldn't get it back and got punished late.
That changing to a back five, if you could have your time again, and look, the benefit of hindsight is a wonderful thing. If we all had that, we'd be, in different positions, wouldn't we? But do you regret making that decision now?
No, I don't regret it. It doesn't help if you regret anything. You take the decision in the moment. Anyway, like the focus on any structure is and in hindsight itself makes no sense, but the structure itself is just a structure. The important thing is that you put it to life and that you stay aggressive. You can defend crosses in a 4-4-2. We didn't. That's why I tried to help with a back five, but it was also again difficult, so we tried in a 5-4-1 to have at least two players, so that was even more deep.
Do you think it maybe sends out a message, though, if you go to five at a back, that you're protecting a lead rather than going on to kill off the game?
Yeah, if you say it like this, it's a beautiful thing to simplify.
I'm not a football coach, though, so I'm simplifying it from a
and this is okay. You can do that, and I took the decision. I take the responsibility, but I will not now go to a hypothetical approach, because no one knows what would have happened if I put three strikers on. So if I put three strikers on and we lose the match, you will ask me the same question if I send the wrong message. So I try to help the team. That's my job. I cannot care about what other people in the end think about it. It's about I take responsibility for this. It's part of the job. It's no problem.
I know. We want to hear your thoughts on it and your thinking process.
Yeah.
What have you said to the players in the dressing room there? Because what can you say to them in that circumstance?
Not a lot. Nothing. What I say will make it any better. We're disappointed. I said thank you. They gave everything. They were brilliant over every single day in this tournament. We just spoke briefly. I said I would do it again. I tried to help but we were not active enough. We became too passive. We couldn't keep the ball out of our box. Couldn't keep the runners out of our box. So overall. And I said it's the most important thing is, first of all, to digest it and to take it with respect if you lose. And the second thing is, like always in sports, how you bounce back. And that's what we will work on in the next weeks and months.
Well, that's my final question, actually, and I asked Dan Burn the same thing. What is it that England need to do to take that next step, to bounce back, to get to the final, to win the final?
We need a bit of time to analyze it. I have some ideas and I have an opinion, but it's not now, not after losing a dramatic semi-final. It's not the moment for my thoughts about this. It needs a bit of digestion. It needs a bit of time, and it's just what it is.
Yeah, Thomas Tuchel there, honestly. Listening back to I just...
Jay and I, during that that little piece there, Jay and I just talked about the game again. And there's a reason why he said we camped in. There's a reason why the message you sent, and to concede this, it's the equaliser that really upsets me the most, because that come from a set piece. I think it was a corner.
Yeah, corner. Yeah,
out wide, and then the ball goes in to Messi, short corner, and Enzo, and he's on the edge of the box. No one's within 10 yards of him. That's unacceptable from a set piece.
Wow.
I'm sorry. You can't. I understand you're waiting for the ball to come in, but we're so the mindset.
You've got to get out.
The mindset is now to defend what we've got. You know, and then
my gripe, mate, as well, though, and hearing him talk, and he's like, he set us up to fail, mate. He really did, and like, I get it. Enzo Fernandez scores 1-1, and you go, all right, fair enough. But I said to you when we was doing the game, I said, let's score again, because we had nothing to go at after that. It goes 1-1. And I'm standing there going, well, all we can do is carry on defending.
Yeah.
All we can do is carry on camping in
and they
to try and see full time. And they were like, they ain't made no changes. They're just going to carry on camping in. We'll score again. It's like, keep it going. And because we had still half hour of the game when he made the decision, you're giving him such an emphasis to go and carry on attacking. They still had 10 minutes to score another goal.
Yeah, they smelt blood, and we feared it. And when they scored, it wasn't a massive shock.
No.
It was
coming.
The second goal. It wasn't a massive shock.
It was coming, mate. Yeah. It was coming. Let's go to Neil. He's a Coventry fan. Neil.
Hi, boys.
How you feeling, Neil?
Well, pretty devastated, lads, to be honest. I think you've nailed it so far with your assessment. What I was going to say, I mean, I was waiting to talk to you. I've just listened to that Tuchel interview again, and it basically makes me pull my hair out, to be honest with you. However, having said that, first of all, I think it was a Southgate-esque England tonight, and it's exactly what we paid fortunes for Tuchel and found the elite manager to not have that performance that we had tonight.
Yeah.
So I think he just got it all wrong tonight, to be honest with you. And what I like about Tuchel up to this point is his substitutions are normally, I think, pretty much spot on. You know, go defensive in Mexico with down to 10 men, bring Dan Burn on, go 5 at the back. You know, you backs the wall job. But we were 1-0 up, and I watched Spain go 1-0 up against France yesterday, and all Spain wanted to do was go 2-0 up, 3-0 up, 4-0 up. I don't
think they did. I just think they know how to control a football match.
Well,
they know because it's in their DNA. It's in their DNA to control a match. They know. You ain't going to camp in because all you're doing is giving the emphasis on them to attack you. So get the ball off us. Keep it.
But what Spain didn't do, Jay, is go 1-0 up and go, right, let's restructure, let's go 5 at the back, let's sit back, let's absorb the France pressure, knowing that France have got some great attackers, which, to be fair, Argentina have got as well. I mean, going into this game, we're a better side on paper than Argentina. We should have had more legs. I thought we started the game well. I think by the time
he didn't allow us to have any legs, though, in the last 20 minutes of the game. He didn't allow us to have legs. Because the legs were sat on the bench. They were sat on the bench. And the legs that were out there were dead. And that's the whole point of this squad that we've had. Where we talked about the subs that we've got. Finally, we've got a squad that we can change it. If it ain't working, we've got options.
That's exactly.
They didn't use them.
That's exactly the point I wanted to make. So I actually, I sat in a pub and, fair enough. You know, it's like watching a game in a pub. Some blokes have never kicked a ball in their life. Some blokes have played, local level, semi-pro level, whatever, but you can all see what's in front of you. And every Rashford on, Rice was cooked, right? Rice was absolutely cooked. But if we're going to defend and try and absorb pressure for the last 25 minutes of a game, at the very, very least, you've got to have legs at the other end of the pitch so you can lump it long and stretch the game and put them on the back foot. I mean, we literally had nobody that could run over the halfway line and stretch the game. it was.
Here's a question for both of you, right? Here's a question for both of you now. And I don't know the answer because he's trying to get in Tuchel's mind. Do you wonder whether, when we went 1-0 down, went 1-1, do you think he was thinking about what extra time could look like?
Yeah.
100%. That's why
he's trying to crawl over the line, Jason.
Yeah. And then those changes can. You'll get to extra time.
Yeah, well, of course,
I'll tell
he
you
bottled
why.
it. He bottled it.
Yeah, but Jay, I'll tell you why that's for a fact is because he wanted to keep the sole reason he brought Ivan Toney to this tournament was for a penalty shootout, and he was hanging on basically for a penalty shootout. And
I don't think he was hanging on for a penalty shootout. He made a decision that backfired, and the problem was
Tony was brought on to score a penalty. That's my opinion. Otherwise, if you're bringing on, I think Tony was brought on to score a penalty.
What are you on about? You were losing 2-1 when he brought him on. He's bringing him on to try and score.
Well, why would you
bring him on to take a penalty? We're losing the game.
Why wouldn't you bring Watkins on at that point?
Well, because you're lumping it in the box. Ivan Toney's an option.
Ivan
Toney bringing him on for a penalty case.
Ivan Toney coming on 96 mins. Now listen.
That's a bit of a mute point anyway. I mean, we're talking about the 96 minute now, and those should have been made way before that, whoever it was. The one thing I do think, and this might be controversial for you guys, because I heard you sort of like saying, sack Tuchel, and I kind of get that because it was very Southgate-esque tonight.
Come on.
However, we had 3 tournaments of this with Southgate. We've had 1 tournament of it with Tuchel.
Yeah, but this is the worst one, mate. This is the worst one. This is the worst feeling. This is the worst decision. This is the worst. This is worse than the decisions that Thomas Tuchel made. The game was there for the taking. The game was there. We had Argentina exactly where we wanted. 55th minute, we're 1-0 up.
I don't disagree. However, Thomas Tuchel has won a Champions League.
Who cares?
No.
Do you want to sack him?
Hear me out. What I'm saying is...
Go on. Sorry, you phoned us. Go on. Hold on. Jay, stop banging the desk. Stop banging the desk.
Just waffling.
Stop.
Hold on. No, what I'm saying is, does he deserve a second tournament to go at it for Euros? And I think maybe he does because maybe people realise...
All right. Jay, stay. Jay, stop.
Honestly, mate, I've had enough.
I know.
Honestly, mate, I need a break.
No. But do you want this conversation after the break?
I don't want another conversation.
Well, we've got to. That's why we're here. Don't stop throwing papers at me.
I'm sick to death.
All right.
I've done
I'll go to a
2.5
break.
hours of this crap. Honestly, mate. Thomas Tuchel, get rid of it.
Okay, you want to talk about Messi? Genuine question. Does Messi get in our team?
What do you mean?
Would you swap Bellingham for Messi?
But he's not playing there.
Okay, would you swap Kane for Messi?
But he's not playing there either.
Okay,
he's a right winger.
Okay, he might get in that position. But you wouldn't swap. You wouldn't swap Bellingham, would you? You wouldn't swap Bellingham for me. If I offered you the option now, Messi in, Bellingham out.
Okay, yeah, but you'd move him around, wouldn't you?
No, but if you just give you that a trade, you give them Bellingham, we get Messi. Would you do it? Nah. Would you? You unpatriotic swine.
I didn't say yes. I did say no. But you're asking.
Would you swap Kane for Messi? If that was on offer now, for this game,
a one-off game.
This game,
a one-off game.
This game on Wednesday night in Atlanta. I'll give you the opportunity to sub off Harry Kane from our starting lineup and bring in Lionel Messi. Do you do that? Absolutely not.
I think. Come on, mate.
Today,
we're
Harry Kane is a better footballer than Messi today. I'm not saying legacy. Lionel Messi is the greatest.
Lionel Messi is the leading goal scorer.
Lionel Messi is the greatest footballer to have ever lived. No doubt.
He is the leading goal scorer in this World Cup.
In his peak, no doubt.
I know, but
Kane is better than him today, isn't he?
I don't think you can say that.
There is a wane to Lionel.
I don't think
Messi. Lionel Messi, 08. If we're having this conversation, we're having this conversation 09 when he destroyed Man United in Rome.
Play in this World Cup?
Yeah, I thought he was exceptional. I thought he was exceptional.
Did you watch Harry Kane against Norway? He didn't have his greatest game, did he?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Dead on his feet. Come on.
Look at his goals against Congo.
I know, but look at Messi's goals in the tournament.
Okay, I'll give you the option now.
All right,
cards on the table?
All right, go on.
Would you rather have Harry Kane in your starting lineup on Wednesday night or Lionel Messi?
I'm not answering that question because it's.
Listen, you and I had a little team talk, right? In the break.
I've got nothing left, mate. I've got nothing.
I know. We are absolutely crestfallen, devastated here. Okay, but now you said you wanted Tuchel sacked, right? And I understand. Jay, look at me.
What's the point in keeping him, mate? What is the point in keeping him?
Okay.
All right, we've got a German manager. All right, we've got brought in to do the job. To get us over the line. That is why you brought in Thomas
said to you, didn't I?
All right? No manager in history has won a tournament where he ain't English or he ain't the nation that he's managing. No manager's ever done it. We've done it with Thomas Tuchel because we thought he will get us over the line. When it gets to the crunch, he will make the right decision.
Yeah.
And tonight, he's shown me
I agree with
that
you.
he ain't the guy.
Right? No.
He ain't the guy. Because he absolutely folded. He absolutely fell apart in his decision making.
But you want to? You want?
I'd sack him. Sack him. What do you want him for? What's he done? What's he done different to Gareth Southgate?
No, I'm
not watching some exciting football team. I'm not watching anything different to what I watched with Southgate.
No,
so what's the point?
No, but where'd you go? Where'd you go?
You can go anywhere, Jace.
Where?
Go anywhere you want. Eddie Howe. Go anywhere. I'd rather an Englishman in. If we're going to lose, I'd rather an Englishman be in charge. We're going to lose in that fashion.
I'm not sure I'm sacking him here now, right here, right now. But
what's the point in keeping him?
No,
what is the point? What's the point in that? If that's going to be the decision,
I hear you loud and clear. I ain't sacking Tuchel, but he needs to learn from this.
Learn.
No, Jay, but you
learn from that, mate. Come on, mate. He's watched the last 3 tournaments. Right. He's done quotes. I've seen the quotes. From when we got knocked out and got beat in the final of the Euros, I see the quotes that he said about us not being brave enough, not being adventurous enough. I've seen the quotes that he made. He's watched us play. He knows.
Are you sacking Tuchel?
Yes. Get rid of him.
Sacking him.
What's the point? What's the point in having a German manager in charge who makes hold on.
His nationality's got nothing to do with it.
Oh,
it hasn't.
I'd rather lose with an Englishman.
No.
I'd rather lose with Eddie Howe.
I don't care about his nationality. I couldn't care whether he's German, Dutch, or green. I couldn't care less. Right? I'm not sacking Tuchel here, right now. Right? I'm not. Jay, it's too easy. That's a knee-jerk reaction.
No, of course it's knee-jerk.
It's a knee-jerk reaction. And I knew I hurt. And I'm hurting. You're hurting, right?
Of course it's knee-jerk. But, Jay, I've seen a decision tonight which is one of the worst managerial decisions I think I've ever seen. Ever.
I can't get past.
It's nearly as bad as Spurs bringing in Igor Tudor.
No, come on.
No, it is.
Mate,
it's
come on.
nearly as bad as that.
No, come on,
The
Jay.
decisions that he's
Jay,
made
come
tonight.
on. Igor,
is up
mate.
there.
I saw encouraging signs with him.
No, man, it was there's no signs, mate.
No.
55th minute, we go 1-0 up. We have 12% possession. He brings on Dan Burn, Dan Burn, and then he brings on Nico O'Reilly and Konsa in a World Cup semi-final when the whole point that he was brought in was to be proactive,
right? Learn from
be brave.
But Jay, we know he's a top manager, right?
Learn.
We
What do you mean learn?
No, we know he's a top manager.
Is he?
We know he is. We know he is. But I can't disagree with what you just said. That's the most devastating point, is that he's not learnt from previous managers' mistakes. And look, Southgate, whatever you think of Southgate took us close, but he didn't have the minerals. And today, I gotta say, mate, today it's baffling. I cannot get my head round.
They scored in the 85th.
I can't get
92nd.
I can't get my head round.
Like, I don't care, right? If you anyone at any level, right? Whether you coach Sunday League, whether you play Championship Manager, all right? Everyone knows.
You can't do Championship Manager.
Mate,
You can't use that. You can't use Championship Manager, Jay.
Mate, I'm telling you.
You can't use that as an example.
Football Manager, right?
You can't use that.
You can go gung-ho or you can go ultra-defensive, right?
You can't use that as an
Everyone has
example.
played Football Manager. Listen, hear me out.
What happens to Football Manager?
All right, Football Manager.
Yeah, what happens?
No one in the 72nd minute, no one presses the ultra-defensive button when you're winning 1-0.
Oh.
No one. You make a change. You might make a sub to see it to, maybe 82, 83. Then you'll press ultra defensive. Then you'll press
minute?
that button.
What minute?
83rd, 84th, because you've allowed the players to see if you can carry on, if you can find another bit of wind, if you can find another moment to maybe go 2-0
I
up.
can't believe Championship Manager.
No, but that's because I'm saying the normal people out there, the normal punters that are listening to the show, all right, who ain't managers, who ain't coaches.
So what button?
We all love football.
What button are they pressing? Ultra defensive.
They're not pressing. They're not pressing ultra defensive. They might go balance. They might go counter attack. All right, that's what they might press.
What button? What button should Tuchel have pressed?
He should have pressed balanced. He should have gone balanced.
Yeah.
And then he should have gone subs. He pressed the tactics button. Subs. Saka. Rashford. There you go.
And then what?
And then see out another 10, 15 minutes. See how the game develops. And then go, right, ultra defensive. Dan Burn. There you go. See out 10 minutes. And I've got no problem with that because then you're fine. 10 minutes, boys. We see it out.
Are you saying
he
Thomas
made them
Tuchel?
players try and see out a 1-0 win against
Thomas
Argentina for 30 minutes.
Are you saying Thomas Tuchel should go on Championship Manager? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying Thomas Tuchel. What I'm saying is I'm trying to relate to people, all right? I'm trying to relate to people who ain't coaches, who ain't managers. Because everyone in the world can see that, and everyone's played Football Manager, right? No one presses ultra defensive in the 72nd minute. No one. No one presses that button.
I bet there's someone
because
out there.
what happens on Football Manager when you press that button at ultra defensive? They score in the 85th and the 92nd, and you lose. That's what happens.
How do you know?
Because I've done it. I've done it. We've all pressed the button and gone, no. Why did I do it?
You said no one's pressed it.
Yeah, but we've all done it.
Have you?
Yeah, we've pressed it.
Have you pressed it?
And then you turn the game off.
Hold on.
And you go, you idiot. You idiot.
Hold on.
Why have I made that decision?
Hold on a second. Have you pressed ultra defensive?
Of course I've pressed ultra defensive. Of course I have. We've all pressed it. And you press it too early. And you go, oh my God, I pressed it too early. I pressed it too early. So you only press that button in the 80th minute. Anything before then, it bites you in the arse.
Don't make me laugh, mate.
And that's exactly what Thomas Tuchel done. He pressed the button on Football Manager too early. Idiot.
Don't make me laugh.
And he's getting paid £8 million a year. I can make that, Rick, because I'm playing Football Manager. I'm not managing England in the World Cup semi-final.
Sitting in your pants at home.
I'm sitting in my pants at home at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's ridiculous. Save, quit. That's
Is that what you do?
Yeah, quit. Oh my God, quit.
What happens when you quit?
Just turn it off. Turn the game off. Turn the game off.
And then what happens?
Hope the battery dies, and then the game never happened. That's what you hope. But Thomas Tuchel can't do that. The game's over. We're out.
Yeah, that's cheating, though, mate.
He's killed us. Everyone knows I'm right. Everyone who's played Football Manager has pressed that button and gone, pressed it too early. And then they never press it again. They never press it.
Have you pressed it twice?
No, I've only ever pressed it once. I remember.
What happened?
It was Billericay, Enfield Town, last game of the season, and I needed to win. All I needed to win is to go up and get into the National League. I remember.
What happened?
I pressed the button, ultra defensive, Enfield, 85th, 92nd. Knocked out. Gone.
Honestly, I can't be laughing at this situation, mate.
Honestly, mate, I cannot believe he made that decision. I'm going to have another break now after my Football Manager rant. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. I would go and play Football Manager, but my card got broken into and they nicked my iPad, so I haven't even got Football Manager anymore.
Someone might be playing it now, pressing ultra defensive.
Yeah, someone's on my iPad, pressing it.
Probably winning.
Oh, mate, get me out of here. Get me out of here. I've had enough. You're listening to World Cup Game Day Sports Bar and Talks, brought to you by Enterprise Rent a Car. Here for it. Book now, enterprise.co.uk.
I was convinced by the hype train of France and Spain, as you've said, sorry to steal it from you, have suffocated them for 9 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And look, I don't think you need to. I don't think that you need to either apologise or acknowledge that you got it wrong. I am the very definition of a broken clock being right twice a day. I thought Spain were going to win. I know how brilliant they are, and it's that control that they put into a game. It's that control. They don't let you breathe. They don't allow you any sort of momentum, and you can't get the ball off them. Like, if you think about England, like, the reason why I was so convinced Spain were going to win is because I was looking at this final and I was looking at it perhaps prematurely through the lens of who I want England to play.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, who are England more likely to beat? And I was convinced that we're more likely to beat France. I'd kind of concede that we'd be underdogs against Spain or France. But I think our game would be more suited to beating France.
See, I disagree. I'd have rather played Spain, and maybe I've been hoodwinked by the fact that they drew against Cape Verde in the opening game, that they had Saudi Arabia, they're obviously going to beat them. They beat 10-man Uruguay 1-0. Uruguay stunk the place out. Marcelo Bielsa's destroyed and ruined his legacy.
Do you not just go back immediately to what happened in Berlin? When they were just too good for us.
Because I look at it and I think, this is the FA. I bet the FA are rubbing their hands at the prospect of potentially, we're not jinxing it, potentially playing Spain in a final, because it would vindicate their decision to hire Thomas Tuchel. There was lots of controversy about having a German in the seat, and I think he's got what it takes. He's got what Southgate didn't. Southgate's done amazing things. I believe we're standing on the shoulders of a giant in Southgate, what he did for England. But I think Tuchel's got the tactical nous and that edge and that aggression and that fight to get one over someone like Spain. Whereas I...
Cundy's just downloaded Football Manager. He's going to play that while he's away.
I'm playing 2 at the back, right? 5 in midfield. And 3. I'm playing 2. And 3. I can't work it.
Let's listen to England defender Dan Burn, who spoke to talkSPORT's Faye Carruthers after the defeat tonight.
Dan, commiserations. Absolutely gutting to go out like that. What's your overriding feeling right now?
Yeah, gutted. Absolutely gutted. We were too passive after the goal, which I think is cost in the end. I think we've only been pretty comfortable soaking up pressure and dealing with it, but we conceded too many crosses and there was too much space in the box. So, yeah, very disappointed. I think I'm very proud of the lads and what we've done and achieved in this tournament, but yeah, I really thought that we could do it, so I think that'll haunt me for a while, that one.
What's just been said in the dressing room there? How is everyone?
I don't really think you can say much, to be honest. I think everyone's upset, obviously disappointed. I think when you get that close to a World Cup final and then it goes that quickly, it's shock, if anything. So yeah, disappointed.
Yeah, to go 1-0 up and then, as you say, it felt as if we were sitting really deeply. What was the reason for that?
Yeah, I think it's human nature, I think, a little bit as well, when you're defending the lead and you know that you've been however many years from making a World Cup final. I think it is only natural. They put a lot of pressure on you. I thought we nailed the game plan pretty well. Obviously delighted when we scored, but yeah, just didn't defend the box well enough compared to what we had done in other games. So I think yeah, that hurts.
You were playing up front as well in the last 10 minutes or so. What was the instruction from Thomas Tuchel when you went on?
Yeah, I think I'd been brought for a reason, and if we needed a goal, it was getting sort of desperate where we just needed something to drop for. Probably didn't work as well as we would have liked if Argentina defended well, but yeah, good.
Just one final question. What do England need to do to take this final step?
Yeah, it's hard to answer that right now. I think if we had that answer, then we would have played in a lot of finals. I think when you get that close to it and don't come up with it, it's hard to take. I think it's something that's going to take a while to work out why we didn't do that, and why we can't sort of seem to get over that final hurdle.
Yeah, Dan Burn there speaking after the game, obviously gutted, and there's a few of them who've had a really good tournament. And you know what? The England players could probably walk away from the tournament and say, head held high?
Don't know about that. After the knee-jerk reaction is to say no, but there have been some performances. I mean, Jude has been outrageous.
Yeah.
Kane has delivered.
Didn't deliver tonight.
Well, he had a big say in the goal. Dropped deep, brilliant ball out wide. You know, Dan Burn when he come off the bench. But I just feel tactically today, after we went 1-0 up, Tuchel got it wrong. I think he hung the players out to dry. I really do. I genuinely feel that this is on Tuchel, this one. And if I was, I said to you last hour, if you're Bellingham and you're Kane and you're Rodgers, whoever on that pitch there, or even the back, playing at the back, you're asked to do a job, and it's probably against your instincts actually, because England were not only in the game, got the lead, and they're asking Argentina now, what have you got under the bonnet? How can you hurt us? And I felt that the initiative that we had and we handed back to them, one, by retreating, but two, going to five at the back. I can't get my head around. I need to digest this.
No, mate.
I need to really digest this. I can't wait to hear what the fallout is from Tuchel. And you made a great point. They got to stay there now. They got to play in the third. And who cares about that? He's got to do another. But that performance, 12% possession when we took the lead, that needs to be explained. That someone has got to explain. Tuchel has got to explain that, because that stat is damning. That's a damning statistic. And I don't think I've ever seen that. 12% when you're in 1-0 up.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's unbelievable. Let's go to Lewis. He's a Chelsea fan, Lou. Lewis,
talk to us, matey.
Lewis. Right, we'll go to Dan, who's a United fan. Dan.
Ben.
Dan. Ben? What's your name?
Ben? Yes, it's Ben.
All right, Ben.
Hey, boys.
How are you, matey?
Boys.
Go on, what do you want to say?
Mate, boys, I've just got in bed, so I'm feeling for you, boys. You said, and we're all going on about Tuchel this, Tuchel that, but you're on about the football manager talk about playing auto defensive and all this mentality thing. But the guy is getting paid £5 million a year to do a job. If anybody in position goes, oh yes, I wouldn't do anything other different by losing 2-1, and they're going 1-0 up, and you're putting 5 at the back at 7 minutes in, what are you doing? What is he doing? Man, it's a bait to Southgate. It's a bait to Southgate. And you go, no, he's not. Mate, you go back to your Chelsea final against Man City, right? I watch the horse racing all the time, right? And you bet on the horse who's going to win. Okay, Man City were the favourite. Chelsea won. So then you go for form. Oh, okay, Man City had a bad day. Chelsea were poor that day. What has Tuchel done since? The guy has been, the first time he's got in the headlights, he bottled it. We played against the last 2-3 teams. We got away with it. What are we doing? What are we doing with him? Cundy, do you not agree?
I'm sorry, what are you asking? What's the question?
I'm about Tuchel.
Yeah, go on. No, go on. Yeah. What's the question, though?
It's not really a question. It's hypothetical, really. It's like, is he worth staying? Because
well, do you know what? Look, I've seen what he's done. He's a knockout manager, and tonight shocked me. I'm actually stunned about tonight's.
No way, Mexico. We've got away with it. If Jimenez got that overhead kick and Dan Burn.
Yeah, I know, but you can say that about
If Norway had a better players, we went 5 at the back twice in a row.
Yeah.
He's done it 3 times in a row. What is he doing? What is the guy doing?
Look, I watched Argentina. I've seen Argentina, right? The last 4 games they played.
All emotion.
No, the last 4 games they played, right? I've seen them.
Emotion. They played on emotion.
Sorry. Hold on.
They played on all emotion because.
Say the word again. I can't understand what you're saying. They played what?
Sorry, but on emotion.
On emotion.
Team.
On emotion.
Yes, they're an emotional team.
Who is?
And every team they get in their heads.
Who's
So we had the hydration break on the 75 minutes. I'm thinking Tuchel, right? Okay. The lads you're gonna talk to them. You're gonna tell them to calm down. You're gonna get Ollie Watkins on. What about Kobe Mainoo? Declan Rice was knackered in the middle.
No, the hydration break's a weird one, you know. I said to you,
Ben, thanks for calling.
I said to you, the hydration break. I think he'll change it now.
I know. I can't believe he didn't.
I
he was waiting for that moment.
Yeah, and he didn't. And you're thinking, right, he ain't done it now. He'll do it again. Give it 10.
So obvious.
I know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I'm stunned and baffled about Tuchel's decision not to make a change, to actually be braver, because he's shown he can be brave. He has been brave. His decision he took Declan Rice off at half time.
He's ill.
He put Nonny Wacky off at half time. He's happy to make.
He had to.
Fine, but he didn't do it. With 15 to go.
Tonight was the night, mate, for him to step up for the nation.
And he crumbled.
And he absolutely failed.
I'm shocked and stunned and baffled.
It's one of the worst managerial decisions I've ever seen.
Jay, I can't. I'm not going to defend it. I can't understand it. I don't get it. I want to hear from him.
Bad.
But we watched it all play out, and it feels like to a man. Everyone's seeing it,
apart from him. He must have seen it though, but he didn't know what to do because he'd put himself in a hole. He put the team in a hole. Yeah. He hung them out to drive. He put them in a hole, and he was praying for extra time. Because I guarantee extra time he would have gone Rashford, Tony, you might have gone Saka.
Or maybe he's thinking, do you know what? I've seen this. I've seen these guys defend against 11 men. I think we can do it. And he got it wrong. He ballsed up. He got it wrong. He has to own this one. He's got to own it. He's got to own it.
Right, we're going home. Thanks, everyone, for getting involved.
We are coming home as well.
Yeah, well, we're still there till Saturday, actually. Keep your calls coming in. Extra time with Paul Ross coming up. Performance of the tournament. France absolutely didn't do anything. Had a nightmare performance. Yeah, whimper without no fight. But Spain, wow, that was watching Pep Guardiola's Barcelona. That was the way they were popping that ball past France to death. France couldn't handle the